dude, this righteous fear, man, it's different, man. It's provocative, man. I mean, I don't even know what that means. It gets the people going.
They'll come after you if you stand out. They don't like different, and different becomes an easy target because it gives them something to focus on. You don't blend in with the crowd. In order to maintain their monotonous reality, they have to drive you out. They'll say you're crazy. They'll say that you're not going to make it. They'll wish and pray that your efforts will be in vain and you'll collapse, proving that mediocrity is the safe way. The last thing they want is for you to educate yourself out of the cage they've built themselves into. They love polishing their cage and decorating it with trivial things while making peace with the idea of living their entire lives in captivity. But some of us aren't meant to live in captivity. This is not a cage that can contain our potential, our drive, our hunger for more. You are an agent of change. Your family's legacy changes direction with you. You'll be the first to escape the cage and build your own future. You're not like everyone else. You're not average, and you should never settle for their mediocre reality.
This is some of everything that we have done or that we do daily that contributes to the breakup of our relationship, the destruction of our man, and the failure of our children to be able to function. They did not tell us that all of that being my own person and I'm independent would lead to separation, loneliness, celibacy, and lesbianism. They didn't tell us that if you give up the man, you're going to take one of these things and it's worse and it will destroy your nation. They didn't give us that information. They made us think that it was some kind of glorified position to brag about the fact that I got my own job, my own credit card, my own car, so I don't need no man. I don't even know how we got that mixed up. Ain't none of that got nothing to do with being with no man. Yeah, we have some serious relationship problems that nobody has been able to address us on because everybody wants to pretend that this is not going on. You know, over 60% of our women are single, widowed, separated, or divorced. They don't have a man.
Salute, and welcome back to class, gang. I missed y'all, yo. Salute to my sisters with sense, and salute to my Goodbread fellas, yo. How y'all doing, kings? What's going on? Let's take a little attendance. You know, I got a chance to reset. Because remember, vacations are the reset. You know what I mean? Make sure when you take your vacation, you tackle what you need to tackle so that when you go away, you can go away. Don't go away. Don't bring all your struggles. Don't take vacation because you need the money or because you saw somebody else flexing on the gram. Use the vacation as a way to reset and come back fresh. You know what I mean? So I got a chance to analyze what we do over here at the school. And I like everything. I just got to be more about the classmates. So let's take a little bit of attendance. That's what I'm going to do on my lives. I'm not going to go live as often. You know what I mean? I'm not. But when I do go live, I'm going to focus on the class more. You know what I mean? So first off, I want to say salute to my guy, Chucky Luck. 201, my guy, Chuck of Luck. What's up, my guy? Salute to you. I got that. And I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Student of the week. Also, my girl, Jen, salute. Jenny, 8397, salute to you. I got that. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Sister with sense. I love a sister with sense. And my guy, Flavor Works. I don't have your receipt, but you know, I know, bro. I got that 17. Definitely got that 17. So salute to you. Those are our students of the week. Now let's take some attendance. Cause from this point on, you're late. You're late, you're late, you're late. So you know what I mean? Get your name, get your attendance in, put your name in the chat, say what up, put the bread loaf in the chat. So when I take attendance, I could give you the shout out. You know what I mean? Give you your appreciation. Your time and your attention is priceless. And you choose to spend that here with me. All right, guys, so keep that in mind. I'm not a fool. And I appreciate you. All right. So we got my guy, 8-Bit Dragon installed. Salute, my guy. Marcus just made it into the class. Perfectly imperfect. You don't even know how you've been motivating me. Your comments been equally contributed as a cash app. Like your comments and your motivation. Your comments and your motivation has been worth a cash app because you keep me going in times of I don't care anymore. Like fuck it, I'm not even gonna do no live. You. So I salute you perfectly imperfect because that's what it's all about. We ain't asking for perfection. We asking for honesty. You know what I mean? So we only expect honest folks to come in here. We don't like clowns. We don't do the clowns. Salute, man. My girl Niche. Niche in the house. Niche TV. CeeLo the OG in here. We got Red Carpet Ring. We got my guy Leon. L, what's going on? Salute to you. He was early. He was early. We got JBW, the wide receiver. You know what I mean? He was here early. XL Pro, always here. Salute XL Pro. Yo, let's get started because we got 2 hours worth of crab legs. Shit-ding ding, my guy. What's going on? You made it. We got 2 hours worth of lies and crab legs, guys. Y'all know what time it is. These modern women are never held accountable. They walk around here thinking they God. They think they God in the flesh. They teach their kids to praise him like if they God. They run around here and pick simps that'll praise him like if they God. And sorry guys, these people, these women, these modern women running around here, and I don't give a fuck what color, they not God. And that's including your mother, my mother. So let's stop it. Don't even hit me. Your mother, when you say that about women, you're talking about your mother, your sister. Oh, yeah, we're talking about all them. Yes, yes, yes. You know what I mean? All them, all them. If you're not a sister with sense, you going to get this work on this channel. If you're new over here, all right? If you're not a sister with sense, if you didn't go fix that HPD, you're not gonna sit well. It's a lot of things gonna trigger you over here at this channel. My girl trending with shares. What's going on, my sister? How you feeling? How you feeling? Yes, keep in mind, guys, she is not underage, y'all. Stop it. Stop playing. You know what I mean? She drink water and she go to sleep on time, yo. Man, let's get down to the business, man. Let's get down to the business. No more playing, man. I miss y'all, man. I miss the shit out y'all, man. More foolery, man, because you know they teach the men and the women in our community that it's only the man. It's the man, the man, the man, the man, the man. So let's see if that's true.
Ania suffered a long and prolonged death. And today they began introducing evidence that supports that theory. He described the cleaning products on the counter, the smell of solvents, and the wet towels that he collected. All of this suggests that Sierra Day and Deontay Lewis tried to cover their tracks before calling 911 to report Ania wasn't breathing.
So that we clear, it is not only the black men and the white men doing craziness in our society. It's in America. It's not only the men, it's the women. And you'd be surprised because it's more women than men. So who's doing the most? Who's doing the most? Guys, I'm not going to stop it, but if you guys want me to stop it, if the class want me to stop it, play it back, you have total control over the live, guys. Just put the 1 in the chat.
Ania Day Garrett was a bright, intelligent child whose smile lit up a room. Well-behaved and affectionate, Ania was loved by all who knew her.
It's not white people fault. It's not white people fault at all, because the sisters chose to go over there and help the white woman. So it's not white men fault. Now, if you want to say it's the white woman fault and the black sisters, which means it's the women fault, you see, I'm not just bashing women. I'm not a misogynist. I just got back from vacation with my lovely family. My wife, she's black. She's black. You know what I mean? Light skin, but she black. She's not Indian. She black. You know what I mean? So it's not that. So we're not gonna do that. We've been running with that for years. We've been running with that for years. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? As a man, because I know how y'all do. Y'all want the men to take accountability. As a man, I would take accountability for the fact that after y'all switched up on us, after the sisters switched up on us, several men, 80% of men fund the switch up. Now that's where men is 80% of men fund this foolery. Now that's the accountability men take. But the separation is caused by the women. The women chose to help the white ladies get independence. You remember? It's not the white people for it. No. And the white brothers, our good breads, they was fighting for their right. They was burning the women with ashes. They was kicking them back in the house. They was dragging them in the house by their ponytails. You know what I mean? They was throwing their Barbie. You remember? Remember? Do your history. Elizabeth Staten, her husband left her. Her husband left. She had him writing up something for her and shit. And then when it got to the part about women's rights to vote, he left her. So do your history. All right. Then them women went and recruited the sisters. All right. Let's stop it, bro. Exactly. Trend them shares. And that's a sister. So if we go into the Bible, if we go to the biblical terms, right? Lilith will be that white woman who wanted independence so bad, and she brought her stupid ass back around. She was in the garden with Adam. She said, "No, I want to be independent," and she left. She divested, right? And then she saw Adam and Eve in the garden, right? So she couldn't do that, right? She couldn't. She brought her ass back to the garden and gave Eve that forbidden fruit. And now we don't know who. We don't know who. We got a couple sisters saying, not all, but they act just like Lilith, right? We got Liliths that stand on a square. They do not like men. They do not like us. They will tell you, they will look you dead in your face and tell you they do not like us. But y'all simpletons, y'all don't get the message. You know why y'all don't get the message? Because it's the Liliths that's running around here with the doo-doo.
Got a big old booty, and everybody says, she's a fine booty. The booty is where the doo-doo is, boy. Put there by God, that's the garbage can. So how you get so messed up with this white boy? You think the bigger the booty, the finer it is. That's like going to Kmart. You see a big old garbage can, that's the filth. And now we can convince her she wants switching that big old booty and all of that. It ain't nothing but doo-doo in there.
And that's a fact, guys. So y'all gotta stop funding the foolishness. A lot of men fund it. My brother, you still with me, my brother, or my sister that asked that question? Because, you know what I mean? My brothers that fund it, we know why y'all fund it. Y'all fund it because it's easy access. And it makes no sense to me, right? Because sisters, now here's where my sisters got to take some accountability at. Because it's shared. Guys, you see it? It's shared. It's shared, bro. It's shared. It's shared accountability. It's just the man have no problem taking his accountability. It's just our sisters have a problem being accountable. But it's really shared. You know what I mean? Because the men don't want women to get better because the price of coochie is so low. Think about it. Look how crazy it is. And prove me wrong. I'll drop the link for any boy head roach that want to prove me wrong, right? Because ain't it funny how the men that they claim they do not like are the men that they give access to their coochie for $40. Then they get the men like us and want to pretend that they are not $40 hoes, and then they withhold the fish hole and they don't naturally get to learn us, and they try all this fuck shit and try to convince us that they're not busting it wide open in survival mode. Like, anybody want me to drop the link? Because that's what is going on right now. Because 85% of women is in survival mode. Let's stop playing. And when you're in survival mode, man, you're gonna give it up for the man who got the money, not the strongest man. You're not going to give it up to the man who reads father. You're going to give it up to the man that read trick, because y'all done turned the word provision and provider into the new word trick. So if he not tricking, you know what I mean, he can't see his kid, or he not providing. Sad shit.
Except perhaps by the person who should have loved her the most. Ania's mother, Sierra Day, was a woman who liked things clean and orderly, two things that were not always compatible with a toddler. She also believed in strict discipline. Family members and workers at the
So look at the girl on the forehead. I hope YouTube don't bother me, but look, that's her version of discipline. Now we know discipline come in many different forms, and mental discipline being the best. Because if you can mentally discipline if you mentally discipline, then you're emotionally intelligent. You know what I mean? You have discipline. It start with the mental. And that's where I tell y'all sisters, before y'all go playing mommy discipline, which God ain't asked y'all to do, that's why you got to keep a father in these kids' lives, so you get to, you know what I mean, level up and don't have to lift a finger. You can stay in your femininity when you keep a man, because it's the man job to discipline. But no, y'all, you know, y'all got it. Y'all can do bad by myself. I can do bad by myself because I picked the whack nigga. Yeah, I know. Yeah. But in any event, y'all picked them, but this her version of discipline, guys. Going upside the kid head. We know that mental discipline is everything. And you can't discipline the kid if you physically and you got mental illness, you can't discipline. You can't discipline nobody physically if you not mentally right. That's called abuse. But they don't know that, though. They think because they own the property. Remember, they treat their kids like property, bro. And society governs it. Society tells them it's theirs. It takes two to make a baby, though. They will use that. They will use that to save face. Let's proceed.
The daycare Ania attended began to notice troubling marks on her body, made all the more serious by Ania telling them that her mother was responsible. Although she was reported multiple times, Day was always easily able to make the caseworker believe that nothing was wrong. In 2017, Day reconnected with a high school friend, Deontay Lewis, and the two soon began to date and ultimately moved in together. Day's treatment of Ania escalated, and she began to keep Ania hidden from relatives and other acquaintances. On March 11, 2018, 911 responded to a call made by Sierra Day stating that her daughter was unresponsive. With horror, the emergency responders found the toddler horribly emaciated with scald marks on her legs.
Yo, look at that beautiful little girl, yo. Wow, yo. Never, if you watching, that's how we used to do your hair, like that, with the little beads and all cute like that. Never. You see how cute she is, never? But they run around here. This is why I teach you how I teach you, Ayana and Shamari. This is how I teach. If you watching Never, this is why I teach y'all the way I teach y'all. Because they run around here telling men and women, little boys and little girls, that it's only the man doing craziness. And this is why I take your phone, and I don't even be looking for no boys. I be looking for old boyhead roaches that's playing victim on your timeline. Anyone, every time you come back to your phone, if you missing a friend or you missing somebody, I don't care if it's your grandma, if your auntie, I wouldn't care. If it's missing, it's because I caught way too many I'm a victim shit. And I don't want you to become that. Because that's what they teaching the kids out here. They teaching the kids that it's only the man.
And a serious wound to her eye. Ania was pronounced dead at the hospital. It was determined that she had died from a stroke.
And last thing, guys. I promise I'm not going to keep stopping it. But last thing I want to point out. And the little girl said her mother did it, but our society is also, our society is guilty of it too. Because this is where they get it from. Go around teaching the people that it's only the man. Because they constantly showing the photo of the simp dummy who shouldn't have never, ever involved himself with this evil woman. But they're showing him when we know we know what happened, bro. Let's stop playing. But they gonna constantly keep the man picture there to make it like if that man did something to that baby. Now, he's equally as guilty because not reporting it and staying governed to the coochie, because if you mention it, if you check her on her parenting, you trying to say I'm not a good mother, then she gonna remove the fish hole from you. So I get it. This is why I do not pay to be a step dummy, all right? Because you cannot govern the child, you cannot discipline the child, but you going to jail when after she get done disciplining the child. You going to jail right with her. So why would you be a step dummy? Hold on, yo. We haven't been to class. Let me make sure our PA announcements is still working.
Don't be a stepdad. They get no fucking respect. Don't be a fucking stepdad, I'm telling you.
All right, guys? That's it.
Brought on by starvation and abuse.
Okay. So we have a lot of questions we want to ask you, but first I want to give you the opportunity to talk about why you're here and what led to you being brought in today.
Because I called the ambulance today, which my dude had called because we was very concerned because my daughter had started breathing.
Okay.
We went to Red Lobster, which was Thursday, and it was the first time going there. And I ate a lot. She ate.
Day immediately leads off by trying to establish that Ania recently ate a large meal. She knows she is about to be heavily scrutinized for her daughter's condition.
What do you call them? It was like some pasta spaghetti with what do you call that? Pasta spaghetti with crack. Pasta spaghetti, it's not crab, it's shrimp. The shrimp, and she had some other stuff or whatever. But she was doing fine when we was there. She was having a good time. When we left, we went home as a family, sat down, watched movies and stuff. We noticed Ania started acting weird after we gave her like snacks and stuff. She threw it back up. So I called the nurse hotline, which is 24-hour line or whatever. And I said I was very concerned. We left Red Lobster. I want to know why is my daughter throwing up. She said it could be a stomach virus. So I said, okay. And to my knowledge, I know Ania is not allergic to nothing. So what I did, I gave Ania ginger and I gave her Tylenol. She threw that back up. So I just laid her down. Because I just assumed it was probably some virus. The nurse was like, just let her lay down. She probably just want to rest. So then come Friday, and I was still pretending to do the same thing. And also Thursday night, she peed on herself. Okay. And Ania normally goes to the bathroom. That was awkward to me. She did that twice.
When did you call the nurse again?
I called Thursday.
What nurse are you calling?
Just Google. I just called the 24 nurse hotline.
Okay. Okay, keep going. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
So then come Friday, I told my dude, I'm like, well, just go buy some pull-ups because I don't want to keep wasting her pennies and her clothes or whatever. So he went to go do that. And then Ania, we fed her, I think it was like Kim's, like French fries or whatever. She threw that back up. And I'm like, babe, I don't know what's going on because Ania had never threw up this much. She just kept throwing up. And I'm like, I don't want to keep throwing up because it can make her lose weight.
Day makes another reference to Ania's weight, even though a recent bout of stomach illness would not come close to causing the child's physical state when she was admitted to the hospital.
We kept trying to feed her, and that didn't work. I'm like, I don't want to keep stuffing her because she could easily choke. I was concerned because she wasn't taking her down. So I did it again. I gave her some Tylenol, and my dude gave her some ginger ale. That didn't hold, whatever. So come Saturday or whatever, Ania threw up again. I'm like, babe, I'm very, very concerned or whatever. So he was like, just let her lay down or whatever. So we let her lay down. He went to the store. He got her some soup.
What day was that?
For Saturday. He had got her some soup.
Okay.
So I'm like, well, maybe she could take the soup down. I'm like, I don't want to keep giving her ginger ale, but he was like, we'll just give her ginger ale. I gave her ginger ale and I gave her some water. And she threw that back up.
Okay. And you're saying my dude, but you're talking about your boyfriend, right?
Boyfriend.
What's your boyfriend's name?
Deontay.
Okay. You can spell it.
D-E.
Now, why even mention him? When you already told us you're the disciplinary, you believe in discipline, you believe in order and structure, and you don't let nobody say nothing to your kid. You don't let nobody come in between you and your kid. That's your baby. Why you want to mention him? You know they're going to ask him to make sure what you saying is true, right? He might not be telling the same thing. You know that, right? You done fucked up now, man.
DEONTELEWIS.
Okay. All right, so then what happened?
So come Saturday or whatever, he was like, just let her rest, don't bother her. I'm like, I'm very concerned because Ania has never acted like this pertaining whatever she ate, whatever. I'm like, it could be an allergic reaction, but I was notified when she was born, she wasn't allergic to nothing.
Okay.
But come Saturday, she was like, Mommy, I got a boo-boo. So I walked her to the bathroom and I sat on the toilet. I'm like, babe, we got to do something. Either we call the paramedics because I don't know what to take it from this point or whatever. So she sat on the toilet. My dude was making a chicken noodle soup and I was getting a little more ginger ale, and I put a little more Tylenol in the ginger ale a little bit. We noticed a boom and I fell to the floor.
The wounds on Ania would be the next concern, and Day tries to explain those away by claiming Ania fell and hit the floor. The main problem with this story is that Ania wouldn't have hit the ground with enough force to cause that injury. The second problem is that she and Lewis did not get their story straight, and he told the detective that Ania fell and hit her eye on the tub. I recently released another highly intense video on my Patreon, an explosive altercation between...
And then he came again and he slept with me last week, and I told the pastor that I need deliverance again, and since then my private part has been itching.
It's been itching?
Yes.
Okay. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you?
Demon came.
Doing a little okay. He was like, call the paramedics. I'm like, well, baby, just see how far it leaves from here. So we let her go. We let Ania go to sleep or whatever. It comes Sunday, and then my dude was asleep or whatever, and he was like, hey, you smell that? I'm like, no. And it was boo-boo, as if she was just moving around the bed or whatever. So I took her out the bed, and I just started wiping the bed down, washed her up. I had to take her hair down because it was boo-boo in the bed, as if she was moving like something was wrong. Washed her up or whatever. She was doing good. When I noticed when she was in the tub, she was just doing some awkward breathing.
When was this?
Sunday. She was doing some awkward breathing, whatever. So I took her out the tub. I'm like, baby, I think we're gonna have to call the paramedics. I don't know what to do. So I noticed she stopped breathing for a minute. I'm like, so I tried to do CPR. I put 2 hands on her and I did that. And it's like she came back. It's like she was gasping her. She had came back. So I just started putting clothes on her. I'm like, because I was like, Deontay, my dude, I'm like, I don't know what to do at this point. I tried to do CPR, none of that worked. He was like, give her some more ginger ale. I'm like, no, she could probably choke, whatever. So I'm like, just call the paramedics. So as he called the paramedics, I was talking to a young lady, whatever. She was taking through the steps that I already did. And she was like, keep doing 15, whatever you call that, over and over. And I kept doing it, and it didn't work. And then I just prolonged this procedure until the ambulance got there because I didn't know what to do no more. And I already knew it was going to lead to detectives and stuff because of the eye situation.
Okay.
But
You're right that the eye situation is troubling. When are you saying that happened, that she fell off
that
the
happened
toilet?
Saturday evening.
Saturday evening?
Mm-hmm.
But men are the narcissists. They said men are the narcissists. They teaching them that men are the narcissists.
Here's some tissue.
Yeah. You have a hole?
No, this is drama.
Oh, okay. I got you. Oh, hold on a second.
So now the cop, all the cop doing right now is going through the timeline. She wrote down everything she told her. Now she just gonna go match the times and repeat. They get you to say your same story over and over and over again because they know you can't remember that shit. You freestyle. She freestyled that. Shorty freestyled that whole story, bro. Watch it. Watch it go down.
You said that she fell.
We heard her. She was on the toilet because we went to go to the kitchen to go get some chicken soup, and I went to go put some towel on her and ginger. We heard a big boom.
What time on Saturday did that happen?
I don't know what it was like. It was in the evening sometime.
Okay. Was it dark out?
No, it don't get dark till like 5. It was around like 4:30. And I took care of that from there. I put peroxide and stuff on it because it started swelling up and getting bigger.
Okay. Yeah, I did see Ania and I saw the injury, and usually when it's lacerated like that, there'll be quite a bit of blood. The head bleeds a lot.
Mm-hmm.
What did you guys do to clean up the blood?
I put peroxide on it, and and she was a little warm too, so I laid a warm rag around her face.
Okay. What did you use to clean up the blood? Because if she hit,
I used peroxide and I used a little alcohol, and I just placed like a warm rag on it.
You used alcohol on what?
On the little scar, alcohol. And,
you put alcohol on her face?
A little bit.
Oh,
I had to.
I told you. What mother gonna put alcohol on an open wound on a kid's face? What, yo? I told y'all, yo. Guys, y'all gotta stop letting them play dumb with the cum, bro. Y'all gotta leave them on a mama couch doing what? You know what they be doing on a mama couch, y'all. Leave them, bro. Leave them on their mama couch, yo. These women they having babies, bringing babies into this world, and they don't know that peroxide is for cuts, not alcohol. Alcohol don't go on no baby cut. On your cut, it don't go on like dumb. Sassy though, sassy and wronger.
Did she whine about the stingy?
No, not really.
No.
And I put a little peroxide on it. And the one rag.
Okay. Who was at Red Lobster with you guys on Thursday?
It was me, my dude, and a couple of his family members.
Okay, so give me the list again. Give me first names. It's you, right?
Mm-hmm. My dude, Deontay, and he had like a couple of family members.
Who was there from his family?
I mean, I don't really be around his home, so I don't know. You can ask him.
According to Lewis, the other people at dinner included his brother, mother, and the grandmother who raised him. He had close relationships with all of them and saw them regularly. Day should be able to give the detectives their first names.
Okay.
So you don't know mama name, you don't know grandmama name, but you busted wide open with this gentleman. Yo, you see what I mean? They don't care. They be looking for love, bro. They be looking for love. They be looking for raw D with veins in it so that you could get them up off their mama couch, scratching coochie, bro. I promise you. I promise you, yo. Sisters, get into some skills. Pour into yourself. When your brothers say pour into yourself, all that means is get to some new information so you can flush out that old pump, reuse, recycle, process bullshit that ain't never worked for no black woman before you, after you. Ain't never gonna work. Get rid of that shit and go get some real information. Learn you before one of these simps learn you. Learn you. Learn your behavioral patterns. Learn the shit that gets you to make stupid decisions and stupid choices so you can stop and you don't have to end up like one of these old bald head roaches, yo.
What Red Lobster did you go to?
The one in Willoughby.
One in Willoughby. Okay. What other restaurants are by it?
I don't remember. I wasn't paying no attention. That was my first time even going to Red Lobster.
Okay. So you've got you and Deontay, and who else is there?
His family members.
Which ones of his family members?
Now keep in mind, guys, she ain't say that baby. She ain't say that baby though. She ain't placed that baby there. And going over these names, she ain't say the baby. She said it sound like you were begging and you got yourself a free meal. It sounded like his mama or his grandma was going out celebrating and you was tagging along with him and you came along, man. Where did you leave that baby at? You probably left that baby in the house by itself, starving, and that's why the shit weigh about 17 pounds. But let's proceed. That's an assumption, allegedly, but I know the truth.
It was
Their names, their first names.
I don't know his numbers. I'm not around. You got to tell me.
Was his mom there?
No.
Was his brother there?
It was a cousin. He had a cousin. I guess it was her boyfriend and 2 other people.
What's the names, man?
It was like a quick thing just to get together. Everybody went like Red Lobster.
His cousin, her boyfriend,
and 2 other people.
And 2 other people? And who were the other people?
His family members.
Okay. Was his brother? Do you know his brother?
Do I know his brother?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
What's his brother's first name?
I don't really know.
You don't know his brother's first name? Was his brother there?
No.
Not there? Do you know the name of his brother's son?
Jason.
Was JC on there that night?
No.
So you mean to tell me your baby got to come eat Red Lobster and nobody else, even though they got kids, didn't bring their kid to eat Red Lobster, and your kid got sick and died off of this Red Lobster? Because that's the story she painted, y'all. For those of y'all that's just new coming into class, she painted a story like of the daughter, like if Red Lobster did something to a child, when we know that child was ruined from her keeping her child. The minute she said, I'm going to keep this baby, that baby was ruined, bro, because 20% is made. 20% is born to have babies, bro. And that's it. That's where it stopped. That's where it stopped. It's a big risk for anything after the 20%. A big risk.
Okay, so when I get video from the Red Lobster, you think it's in Willoughby. I think it might be in a different city, but I think we're talking about the same place. Am I going to see anybody else with your party besides who you named?
Just us.
And who did you go through the list again so I make sure I have it right? It's you,
Deontay, 2 other people. Me, Deontay, 2 other people, cousin and boyfriend.
Okay. Female cousin?
Mm-hmm.
What's her name?
I don't know.
You don't know those 4 people's names?
No. I don't be around Deontay family for real, which is like to get together like real quick. I don't be around people for real.
Were there any other children besides? Wait, you didn't say whether or not Ania was there.
Exactly.
Okay, so when I get video from the Red Lobster, you think it's in Willoughby. I think it might be in a different city, but I think we're talking about the same place. Am I going to see anybody else with your party besides who you named?
Just us.
And who did you go through the list again so I make sure I have it right? It's you, Deontay,
2 other people. Me, Deontay, 2 other people, cousin and boyfriend.
Okay. Female cousin?
Mm-hmm.
What's her name?
I don't know.
You don't know those 4 people's names?
No. I don't be around Deontay family for real, which is like to get together like real quick. I don't be around people for real.
Were there any other children besides? Wait, you didn't say whether or not Ania was there.
Ania was there.
She was there. Okay, you didn't name her in the list. I asked you a couple times. Okay, was Ania the only child?
No.
What other child was there?
Oh yeah, Ania was the only child. Jason, I wasn't there.
Okay.
That fucked her up. That now you're the only child. That fucked her up right there. That's gonna fuck it up. I almost forgot. I'm trying to make some humor to make it entertaining, but y'all know this ain't funny, bro. The only thing funny is how they like to flip it and try to point out men being in jail.
When did you first meet Deontay?
10 years ago.
Okay, and then when did you guys start dating?
We started dating around like July.
Now she about to spin her. She about to take her through a loophole now, right? Because now she gonna establish longevity in their relationship. And you don't know none of those girls' names, none of those family members' names, and you've been with this man for how long? It's over for you, sis. This is getting interesting, yo. Light it up, light it.
How did you guys hook back up after 10 years?
Through my twin brother. I mean, I would see him every now and then, but like through my twin brother.
Yeah, that's why the Sim father, the Sim stud, he get what he deserved. This is what happened when you bad company causes bad morale. You know what I mean? It's in the book. It's in the book. That's a fact. You can argue with facts if you want. Bad company causes bad morale, and it's your job as a man to know who you up around. Come on, you a leader. How you gonna lead somebody and you don't got no awareness? You got no self-awareness, no environmental awareness. You don't know what's going on around you, bro. It's an alpha male quality to see what's going on around you, bro. You know, I'll be outside and I can see shit from 2 blocks down, bro. I can see the car that moved out of the spot, and I ain't gotta stare. But it's being aware of your environment, of your surroundings, John. It come with being emotional, intelligent. Get there. Hit that like button, guys.
Set you guys up?
Like to date or whatever?
Yeah.
No, we just started chilling.
Okay. All right. And when did he move in with you? Did you live at Harbor Crest when he moved in with you?
Yeah.
When was that?
Again, there you go. For survival. This is why he'll double back and mess with a chick he knew from 10 years ago. Obviously, you knew it 10 years ago. She was busting it wide open, making this baby here. And that's why you ain't messed with her. You should have left her alone. Where is the baby father at? Now you incorporated in this shit, bro. You in this foolishness, bro. You in it.
Around like August, I'm not sure, like, because you just been coming around like August. He just was spending.
So it was, I mean, you had a pretty quick courtship. Like, would you guys just say fell for each other pretty quick?
I mean, I knew Deontay for the longest. We wasn't kicking it or hanging around, but we was chilling like a little bit. It was basically like a catch-up thing.
He was friend zoned.
How is he with Ania?
He's fine.
And then what made you guys move out of Harbor Crest and into Goodbread?
Because maintenance was poor.
What was poor?
Maintenance was poor. It was nothing getting done.
Did you fill out the whole term of your lease then?
I didn't think I had to because I never did when I was living on 260s.
I'm not
What you
sure
mean?
what you
Like
just said. Like, did you leave before your lease was up, or did
my lease was up January 27th, and I moved out around like January something.
Oh, so you didn't get evicted or anything?
No, I didn't get evicted.
No eviction.
No.
Okay, so you just.
Because I called the phone, let them know that I wanted to move because it was poor maintenance.
Okay. All right.
She wanted to move because she knew they was on her. Them alphabet boys, ACS and them, they was on her. You know what I mean? So she thought if she moved, go to a new school, that she could start all over. Nah, man, they seen that abuse on that kid.
Some of the injuries on Ania today, I want to ask you questions about. Okay. We already talked about the eye. You explained how you said that happened. She also has a bruise on her head right here and a bump. What is that from?
I mean, she fell straight to the floor.
She fell straight to the floor?
Straight to the floor.
When?
Saturday evening, like I told you, she fell straight to the floor, and that's when I started doing all the nursery stuff on her, peroxide, putting the warm stuff on her face.
Where did she fall to the floor from?
From the toilet. By the bathroom, by the bathtub. And it was a real loud boom because it caught me in my due attention.
Okay. All right. Did you see her fall?
No. The kitchen is right next to the bathroom.
Okay.
She had the boo-boo, so I just let her sit on the toilet.
Mm-hmm.
And we just heard the boom from there. Because he was giving her soup and I was getting the ginger ale.
Okay. All right.
And when I heard that,
and that happened when again?
That happened Saturday evening.
Okay. Okay. When did she first start not seeming well?
Late when we left Red Lobster.
When you left Red Lobster?
She started acting weird. Okay. And I felt like it was probably allergic actually, but I know Ania not. To my knowledge, she's not allergic to nothing.
Okay. So that was what night that you were at Red Lobster?
That was Thursday.
Okay. And when you guys came home from Red Lobster on Thursday, what time was that? Was it dark?
Yeah, lightweight. No-ish. Lightweight, no-ish.
I don't understand.
Like it get dark around like 5, like in between.
So what time do you think you went to Red Lobster on Thursday?
I don't remember what time I went. I just know I went to Red Lobster.
And what time do you think you got home?
Around like close to, it was getting towards dark, but it wasn't dark. It was like in between.
Okay, and once you got in the house, who's coming home with you on Thursday night from Red Lobster?
Just me, Deontay, and Ania.
You, Deontay, and Ania? Okay. And then you're in the house. When is the next time that you leave the house?
The next time, I don't remember. Oh, he left to go get pull-ups.
When was that?
Friday or Thursday, because she started peeing on herself.
Okay, now you're saying maybe it was Thursday?
I don't remember the exact day. I just noticed my daughter started peeing on herself, and I just told my dude to go get pull-ups because I didn't want to waste her clothes or food that she put on.
Okay. So at least to go get pull-ups, you think maybe Thursday or maybe Friday. Friday night, do you guys all sleep in the house on Friday night?
Mm-hmm.
What about Thursday night at Red Lobster?
Sure.
Everyone sleeps in the house. I'm just trying to make a timeline of where everyone was at what time.
Yeah.
Okay. So Thursday night, overnight, everyone's in the house.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say everyone, I mean you, Deontay, and Ania.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Friday night the same?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did you leave the house at all? Bless you. Did you leave the house at all between Thursday night getting home from Red Lobster?
No.
Okay. What about
I stayed in the house.
Saturday?
I stayed in the house.
Okay.
That's when she started acting weird, so it was no point in me going nowhere.
Did you ever leave the apartment Thursday besides Red Lobster?
I mean, I went to go check my mailbox. That's about it.
Okay. What about Friday or Saturday? Did you ever leave the apartment?
Nope. Like I said, she was acting weird, so it wasn't funny to leave it.
What about yesterday, Sunday? Did you leave the apartment at all? Okay, so you never leave. What time did you guys put Ania to bed on Saturday night?
We put her to bed as soon as she started doing the same thing. I don't remember at all. I don't remember what time we put her to bed. I don't remember at all.
Okay, you said you put her to bed as soon as she started doing the same thing. What does that mean?
Throwing up. Not even stay down.
This lady lying. She not being honest. She not being honest, bro. That baby never went to no damn Red Lobster, yo. That baby never went to Red Lobster. Never. That baby never stepped foot with her in Red Lobster. She might have went to Red Lobster with the family. And like I said, now it ain't no allegedly. She left that baby with somebody. But that baby didn't go eat no Red Lobster. She went. The baby wasn't even invited. The baby wasn't invited to no Red Lobster.
Was it dark out when you put her to bed on Saturday night?
Yeah.
Day won't even attempt to give an exact time for most of the events over the course of several days. She doesn't know where the restaurant is located or what.
Exactly, because they like to operate in the gray area. This is why I don't play with no bald head roach. I get straight down to the facts. I pull that thing out. I pull that Bible out, that Bible out. Because we ain't going to operate in no gray area and what you want it to be. We going to go to the facts. We going to go to the truth, man. Yeah.
Time of day she went, other than it may have been close to sunset. She can't even keep track of when she put her daughter to bed, something which is usually done on a schedule and should be easy to answer. Her evasiveness is troubling.
Okay. How did she do overnight, Saturday night, sleeping?
Well, I ain't even hear nothing there. That was cool. She did. Well, she was asleep, so.
What time did you go to bed?
Well, I stayed up and watched TV.
Do you know what time you went to sleep?
No. I go to bed at different times.
Okay. And what time did you wake up on Sunday?
Sunday, I woke up to when my dude said, "Do you smell this?" Which was Google. We smelled in the bed.
What time was that?
Around like in the evening.
You dirty bitch! Look what you've done to my peonies!
They're marigolds!
Good God, I think she's right. They are marigolds.
I may not know my flowers, but I know a bitch when I see one! You dirty...
You stayed in bed until the evening on Sunday?
Mm-hmm.
What time do you think the evening was?
The detective is skeptical that two adults would sleep until...
Yo, and that's exactly what I just said. My bad, y'all. The sound went out. But I need my sisters with sense to let me know. Because how many of y'all sisters with sense? Because I don't want to talk to the boy head roaches. Because I know boy head roaches are asleep till 12, 1 o'clock. But I need my sisters with sense. Because you know your brother real rough on these other ones. But do y'all get a chance to sleep in when your kids is sick? And let alone when your man is sick? Because you know how us men get when we sick. We be wanting that extra affection. You know, it make us heal better. But y'all get it. Put a 2 in the chat if you think she full of shit, yo. Word up. Put a 2 in the chat if you think she full of shit. Cause this is the shit I be talking about, yo. This is 20% of women shouldn't have even touched a PP. They shouldn't have touched a D with vein in it. They should have never touched it. They should have never ever touched it. They should have never took themselves off birth control. Put it like that. They moms and dad put them on it, and they should have never found an excuse that they turned into a reason to take themselves off birth control. 20% of them, Now, I mean, now 60% of mothers, it could go either way, depending on how hard their head is or their willingness to accept truth and new information. 60% of them, it could go either way. But 20% of women, dead ass, yo. I know y'all don't sleep in when y'all know y'all have a sick baby. Like, y'all, how do y'all sleep those nights, period? How do y'all sleep? Come on now, like, come on now. That's disgusting, boy. That's nasty, bro. Sell that egg to another chicken, man. And they're about to catch up with that. They're about to catch up too with that bullshit.
What time did you go to bed?
Well, I stayed up and watched TV.
Do you know what time you went to sleep?
No. I go to bed at different certain times.
Okay. And what time did you wake up on Sunday?
Exactly. Yo, you know what I mean? Cause they be like, I be bashing women, bro. They don't never say the type of woman I be going ham on because they be reflecting of the same behavior as them women. But I be bad. But this is common sense. I'm a dad and I'm gonna put my little one next to me like, I ain't shit. He's sick. I need to see. I need to see the temperature be rising. Like, did y'all let the baby overheat and die? God, yo. But I'ma keep my baby. I'm gonna keep my baby. I'm gonna have my baby. This is my baby. Cause I don't believe in abortions. No, I'm gonna have my baby. To bring these kids on the earth to die. Same sin, y'all. Same exact sin. You don't, God, it's because these women be dying inside themselves. And like I told you, they punks nowadays. Punks want to die with somebody. They want to turn a homie. They want to turn a suey into a homie. They feeling suey, but they don't want to just be suey. They want to turn the suey into a homie. So this is why a suey person will bring a baby into this world to turn that suey into a homie. Message. Clip that.
Sunday, I woke up to when my dude said, "Do you smell this?" Which was Google. We smelled in bed.
What time was that?
Around like in the evening.
You stayed in bed until the evening on Sunday?
Mm-hmm.
What time do you think the evening was?
The detective is skeptical that two adults would sleep until the evening and not check on a sick child they claim to be concerned about.
City.
What time do you think it was in the evening on Sunday?
I don't remember. I was more focused on Ania and the way she was acting.
Okay. And when you say boo boo, you mean
it was
feces, right?
It was watery.
Okay, but it's poop or extra feces, right? We're not talking about anything else, just because some people's word for boo boo is.
I thought you were trying to say it was like diarrhea or something.
Oh, okay. So you're just referring to the consistency of the stool, but we are talking about poop, stool, feces. You just call it boo boo. Okay, just wanted to make sure that we're referring to the same body excretion. Okay, so you think it was evening on Sunday when he said that?
Mm-hmm.
And then what'd you guys do after he said you smell boo boo?
Got up. Noticed, I told you it looked like she was just moving around as if she didn't feel good or whatever. Put her in the tub. I had to take her down because she had boo in her hair.
Mm-hmm.
Big facts. Leon L, I gotta read that one out, yo. Definitely gotta read that one out. That's a big fact. Big fact. Big fact. Big fact. Brother Leon said, females, not women. Females hide behind titles such as mother and modern woman. Do your due diligence on these people out here. That's a whole fact, bro. That's a Fendi fact. Remember, guys, he talking about this, man. They not alive, man. They act like they're alive. They sound like they're alive, but they not alive, guys. They not. at all.
There's people walking around out here that are soulless avatars simply operating on matrix programming. They're living, but they're not alive. And they're all around us. They're all over the place. People that have never woken up to who they truly actually are. They simply are operating on the code that they've been programmed and given since they were born, since they were even in the womb and at gestation. The same code, just running on programming, never exceeding the programming, never reprogramming the programming, never editing it, never hacking themselves, just running on the pure code and living a complete lie, believing that they're alive, but they're not.
What was her hair like before you took it down?
I had pigtails, ponytails.
How big are her ponies?
Like I had about like 7 hair.
Because they're so like little ones.
Mhm.
She has pretty short hair.
Little. No, it's when you put conditioner, people hair, your hair get curly. I do hair, it get curly. Her hair get real curly.
So it's her pigtails were longer than what?
No, not that's what anybody hair. That's what my hair too. When you put conditioner in kids' hair, anybody hair, it curls up and looks short. My hair doesn't look short when I put conditioner in there.
Okay.
I put shampoo in this conditioner. It's called to make your hair get like short, but it's not short.
I got you. I hear what you're saying. Okay. Okay. And then you tried to wash her up after she.
No, I didn't wash her up.
You did wash her up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It was on the bed.
And then what happened after you had to wash her up from the boo-boo on her?
Yeah, put the filler back on, wipe it down with cocoa butter, put a little cocoa butter at the top of her forehead.
Mm-hmm. And how long did you, how long after giving her a bath, how long did she seem okay?
I mean, she wasn't acting like her normal self. I know she was still like sick for her, but she was doing a little bit okay, but she wasn't doing okay. I knew she wasn't okay though.
What made you think she wasn't okay?
Because she wasn't acting like Ania, hyper.
Mm-hmm.
Talkative. She's very talkative. She wasn't talkative.
Okay.
She would just be like, "Mommy, I'm sleepy. Mommy, I want to lay down."
Mm-hmm.
That's why I just feel like it was a virus or something, a stomach virus, like the nurse told me it was probably like a stomach virus. Because Ania is not allergic to something, allergic to nothing.
Okay. Okay, so then she didn't seem to be doing well, wasn't herself, said she was sleepy. She was doing a little bit okay, you knew she wasn't okay. And then how long after that did you notice a change?
She wasn't responding to her.
How long? How long after you gave her a bath?
Yo, this is unbelievable, bro. It's going on 37 minutes their time, and she is just gonna just lie, like, this is an extended lie. This is a motion picture she is creating right here. Clearly, you use your talents wrong, bro. You use your talents wrong, man. You shouldn't be abusing kids to death. You should be writing for plays, and you should be writing for movies, man.
Only thing she kept saying when she was in the tub, "Mommy, I want to go to sleep. I want to lay down."
Mm-hmm.
So I just gave her. Only thing I never give her was ginger ale for real, and Tylenol, because it's a stomach virus. I thought it was a stomach virus too because she boo-booed, and it was very watery.
Okay, what was she saying to you in bed then?
She was just saying, "Mommy, I'm sleepy. I want to lay down."
Okay. And then after her bath, did you lay her back down?
I think we gave her some more soup and some grill.
So did she lay back down after her bath?
She did lay back down, but I'm not sure what time we laid her back down, but she did lay back down.
Do you know how long after her bath it was?
No.
Can you guess at how long it was?
She was
Day is vague about the timeline and hesitates to go into detail. She is making most of it up as she goes along, and she can't be sure what Lewis is telling them, so she has to leave herself room to change the details if confronted with an inconsistency between their stories. Before we press on, I want to take a moment to say thank you for being here. This video is completely sponsor-free, so if you'd like to support the channel, subscribing is a great way to do so.
Okay. And then you laid her back down after the bath. Then what happened?
She kept acting like she couldn't breathe.
Okay.
So that's when I did the CPR thing.
Okay.
And I kept doing it over and over. And I also did mouth to mouth too. And that didn't help.
Okay. Okay. Are you trained in rescue breathing with your early childhood?
I took classes and stuff. That's why I prolonged to do CPR on her with 2 hands. Because that's what you're supposed to do. Because she's only 4 years old. She's a kid.
Okay. All right. So you have training in CPR, and you have training in administering CPR to children?
Yeah. Because I'm working in the daycare, yeah.
Okay. And the daycare requires you to have that?
You got to.
When's the last time you had that training?
A couple of months ago.
And where did you get that training?
It was actually at my job. Well, I actually did classes too, but it was one at my job.
And that's the job you talked about at Get Ready, Set, Grow? Okay, so it's March of 2018. Was it this year that you had the CPR training at the daycare?
It wasn't 2018, it was 2017.
Okay. Do you know about when?
Summertime. Because it was hot. Yeah, it was hot outside.
Okay. So summer of 2017, you got trained at work at Ready, Set, Grow in the administering CPR to children?
I actually think, I'm trying to see, I think I did that class twice. Yeah, I think I did it twice.
Okay. Okay. So since you met Deontay, what have been your guys' plans for your relationship together?
Can you explain that?
Like, are you serious with him?
Yes, I am.
Has he ever asked you about the possibility of marriage? And
but I just
what are your plans?
I mean, I do want to get married, but I want to make sure it's right from me and my daughter. Because anybody can say they want to marry me.
Yeah.
Because we, he felt like since we've been together for a minute. I mean, not for a minute, but we knew each other for a long time. But
for every man, there's a woman. And for every dummy, there's a dummy.
What have been your guys' plans for your relationship together?
Can you explain that?
Like, are you serious with him?
Yes, I am.
Has he ever asked you about the possibility of marriage? And
but I just
what are your plans?
I mean, I do want to get married, but I want to make sure it's right from me and my daughter. Because anybody can say they want to marry me.
Yeah.
Because we, he felt like since we've been together for a minute. I mean, not for a minute, but we knew each other for a long time. But we just started dating as if we started knowing each other. Basically, that's how I see it. So I want to wait.
So he's already asked you if you'd marry him?
He lightweight gave me, if you want to say, engagement ring.
He gave you an engagement ring?
That's what it is.
How did he react when you told him you're not ready yet?
I mean, he didn't
Man, what are you waiting for, man? You got what the average female looking for. You got a step dummy, man. You got a dude that is willing to play step dummy with you and let you beat on kids and all of that. He won't say nothing. He'll sit right there and watch you. Like, man, what's wrong with you? What are you not ready for? What this shit don't make no sense. It's like a match made in hell right here. This is a match made in hell.
react to. No, she might be just like, okay, we give you time, you can rush into it.
So that's not a deal breaker for him. He's willing to wait for you. Okay. All right. How strongly do you feel that he loves you? Pretty fiercely, or what do you think's going on there?
I think he do.
Okay.
She knows she love him, yo. She know he love her, bro. Come on, police, get to the good stuff, man. She know. That's why she picked them, bro. These women have a real good need to be right. They have a real bad HPD in them that they need to be right. So they gonna pick the wrong dude so they could be right, man. She know that man love him. And why y'all keep mentioning about Dante? Leave Dante alone, bro. Dante just a D. Like, what's up? Like, leave Dante alone. Why y'all want to incorporate this man? Everything she said about this man has been good. He's been making his soup. He's been making the little girl soup and all that. Like, why are you trying to get her to say something bad about this man? She telling you she the killer. The fuck?
I'm not a dumb female.
You're not a dumb female. Okay. What kind of?
Wait a minute. Yes, the fuck she is. Wait, the police is slick, yo. See, now you coming off slizzily. You're not a dumb female. Why would you lie to this woman? And this is the black woman problem, bro. This is the black woman problem. They will sit there and suck this. You're beautiful. You're bold. You're boisterous. They'll suck that shit up, and that shit is not what God asked you to be. That's not what that God asked you to do. So who you doing it for? But that's a lie, ma'am. You just lied.
You got trained at work at Ready, Set, Grow in the administering CPR to children.
I actually think I'm trying to say I think I did that class twice. Yeah, I think I did it twice.
Okay. Okay. So since you met Deontay, what have been your guys' plans for your relationship together?
Can you explain that?
Like, are you serious with him?
Yes, I am.
Has he ever asked you about the possibility of marriage?
Mm-hmm.
And
but I just
what are your plans?
I mean, I do want to get married, but I want to make sure it's right from me and my daughter. Because anybody can say they want to marry me.
Yeah.
Because he felt like since we've been together for a minute. I mean, not for a minute, but we knew each other for a long time. But we just started dating as if we started knowing each other. Basically, that's how I see it. So I want to wait.
So he's already asked you if you'd marry him?
He likewise gave me, if he was an engagement ring.
He gave you an engagement ring?
That's what, yeah.
Just go on and say it, sis. You waiting for him to come in you so you can play dumb with the cum, because y'all think that the cum is the flex. The ring is the flex. But you dodging the ring, but you will settle for the D with the vein in it. That's nasty, y'all. Y'all nasty, boy.
How did he react when you told him you're not ready yet?
I mean, he didn't react to nonchalant. He was just like, okay, we give you time, you can rush into it.
So that's not a deal breaker for him. He's willing to wait for you. Okay. All right. How strongly do you feel that he loves you? Pretty fiercely, or what do you think's going on there?
I think he do.
Okay.
I'm not a dumb female.
You're not a dumb female. Okay. What kind of experience does he have with past girlfriends? And I'm not trying to bring up anything.
I mean, as far as my knowledge, what he told me, he ain't had a female on it. He's waiting on the right one.
So you're the first?
Basically, yeah.
So
first as in what he take for real.
Yeah. Would you say he's head over heels in love with you?
What you mean?
Maybe that's not a term that your age uses anymore. Like, did he fall hard for you?
Yes, he did.
Okay. And how do you
hate now, goddammit? Don't start hating now. You wasn't hating when the motherfucker was living, goddammit. Now the motherfucker dead. Fuck the son of a bitch. Fuck him, goddammit, and fuck anybody with his head. Yeah. Y'all know the motherfucker ain't no good. You want look. All you motherfuckers been snitching for him and shit. Now you standing up in here and goddamn talking about preaching. Fuck that nigga. Fuck that. I'm gonna shoot your ass too, motherfucker. Keep on. You gonna get shot too, nigga. You gonna get shot. God bless the fool, goddammit. God bless the fool. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm gonna end this goddamn thing. Look, where's that goddamn money bowl at? Who got that money bowl? We taking that money right now before you leave this bitch. We ain't leaving out here for free, motherfucker. Where that money bowl at? Don't have me to fire this bitch off now. Where that money bowl at?
Where that money bowl at, y'all? Give me 1 second, y'all. We get that back with you. Man. Evil.
He gave you an engagement ring?
That's what, yeah.
How did he react when you told him you're not ready yet?
I mean, he didn't react too nonchalant. He was just like, okay, we give you time, you can rush into it.
So that's not a deal breaker for him. He's willing to wait for you. Okay. All right. How strongly do you feel that he loves you? Pretty fiercely, or what do you think's going on there?
I think he do.
Okay.
I'm not a dumb female.
You're not a dumb female. Okay. What kind of experience does he have with past girlfriends? And I'm not trying to bring up anything.
I mean, as far as my knowledge, what he told me, he ain't had a female on it. He's waiting on the right one.
So you're the first?
Basically, yeah.
So
first as in what he take for real.
Yeah. Would you say he's head over heels in love with you?
What you mean?
Maybe that's not a term that your age uses anymore. Like, did he fall hard for you?
Yes, he did.
Okay. And how do you feel that you fell as hard for him?
Yeah.
You did?
I feel like I can trust him.
You feel like you can trust him? Okay.
I don't feel like I felt with a nice father.
Okay. And when he asked you he got you the engagement ring?
It was on Christmas.
Did he get down on one knee?
Deontay's very shy.
Okay.
So it was like in a Christmas bag, basically.
Okay.
And he just led into the Christmas tree, basically. Because to my knowledge, he tried to make it seem like it was nothing for me for Christmas.
Oh.
It was just stuff for me and Ania under the Christmas tree.
This is this Christmas that just passed, Christmas of 2017? Okay. And then when he led you to the bag and you saw that it was a ring,
he was just basically saying to me, I'm sorry, I couldn't do this. I can't get you nothing. I can't get you nothing or whatever. Because I just brought me in an Ania stuff and him stuff on the tree. And I'm like, I know he brought me, so I know he's going to give me something. He kept saying he couldn't give me nothing. So when me and Ania opened our stuff and I let him open his stuff, he's like, I'm sorry, I couldn't get you nothing. So I went in another room. I'm looking like, man, this is crazy. And when I came back, it was a gift under it. It was a big bag, but it was something little.
Okay.
And it was a necklace. It was a necklace too, and it was a ring. He put the ring on top.
Okay. All right. And then when you opened it and saw that it was a ring, did he say something?
He said that's the start.
What did that mean to you?
Getting engaged, basically.
Okay. And did he then ask you, will you marry me?
He'd been asked that before he gave me the ring.
Oh, he's been asking you that. And then on Christmas of 2017, when he presents you with this, what you say is an engagement ring, do you gently let him down? Do you tell him, hey, we're not ready yet? How do you do that?
I didn't let him down. I would ring to make him happy. I just said we're just going to give it time because I want to make sure you're the man for my daughter because fortunately her father wasn't the one. And I want you to be not a stepfather. I want you to be a father towards my child.
You see what I mean? It's selfish, yo. And that dad looked like it don't look nothing wrong. And he got a picture with his kids. So what happened in that relationship where that man is no longer allowed to take a picture with his child? Did you move the child all the way away across town, ma'am, and try to start a new life? Like most modern women do? Huh? But you have your own reasons because we have choices. Then it's decisions, and then it's consequences. Okay.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I mean, delve too much into your personal relationship with him, but I just wanted to understand what the dynamic is between the two of you. Does Ania call him Deontay or Dad, or what does she call him?
She called him Daddy once.
She called him Daddy once?
Yeah, she called him Noodles.
What does she call him?
Noodles. Noodles is just a name just to call him.
She like eat noodles or something? Or?
Yeah. We all have band names.
Nah, that's all he feed her. All he feed her is soup. So she go to the man like, yo, because the mommy don't feed her shit. So she goes to the man like, noodles. And he go get her them cup soups, them little Chinese soups with noodles. And that's why she just be like, noodles. She run around saying noodles every day, all day. And that's a damn shame, yo. And yo, this is why I have no respect. I have no respect, yo, for a step dummy. Or married dude, for that matter. Because you know what you did. You know exactly what you did, yo. I ain't never have a married man or a step dummy come up on me talking about, I should get married. That's the best thing I did.
You weak men that chase women, you gonna chase them right to hell. Yeah, I got a good wife. But there ain't a woman on the planet good enough for me to chase. I don't believe in running behind no woman. I don't chase booty. If I got to chase my wife, then I'm gonna have to keep chasing her to keep her. The moment you start chasing that woman, you're gonna have to keep it up. And once she see you chasing her, she gonna deliberately do things that make you run her down. I chase God. I won't never chase a woman long as I'm black. And as far as I know, God ain't changing my color. I have no respect for no man that chase a woman.
Yeah, what names?
Band names. Nicknames in the band.
Oh, okay. Are you actually in a band or?
I used to be in Shaw High School marching band.
Oh, okay. All right, so that's where you guys get your names from way back in the marching band? Okay. So he's just coming back into your life in June of 2017, is that right?
Basically.
Okay. So let's talk about some history with you and Ania years before Deontay's even in the picture.
Exactly.
Particularly an investigation that I'm familiar with is one from May of 2017. So that one is just before him. But then that opened up our eyes at the Euclid Police Department to a lot of other indications. What can you tell me about that report from May of 2017?
Okay.
The one that involved Children and Family Services?
The previous daycare that Ania attended noticed many injuries that made workers suspect she was being harmed. Ania also told them that her mother was hurting her.
From May 17?
Yeah, no, from May of 2017. Like what day in May? I'm not sure. I could get it out.
Like basically like recently?
Yeah, so this right now it's
Now, fellas, I'm not letting no pretty girl abuse her kid in front of me. But how you let, and you right, the more and more I look at it, the more and more she look like Dies Effects. Jiggity, check yourself before you riggedy wreck yourself. But listen, how y'all do that? Like, how y'all just, like, the fish hole be calling like that? The fish hole be calling Pookie, huh? It be calling, like, how you sit up there and let this King Kong lookalike beat on a little baby, like, boy, because she was doing that before she got with you, bro. You just let her do what she do because she gave you access to the fish hole. Clearly, that's what they just cleared up right here. That's what the cop cleared up. She strategically cleared that up right here. Sad, yo. For all of y'all that wanna blame the man, he guilty by association because he a dummy. But again, he not the murderer. He not the evil doer. He not the evil one. The woman is. You know what I mean? So keep teaching your kids that it's man. Man is sit there and watch you eat the apple, but at the end of the day, she will eat the apple, bro. What the fuck is wrong with y'all?
It's March 2018, so we're talking about 10 months ago. There was an investigation involving Children and Family Services.
Yes, it was from Ania's daycare.
Okay. Can you explain to me what that was about?
A scratch on her head.
How did it go when Children and Family Services followed up with you about that?
Well, first thing they do is go to your home, make sure you got food, make sure your daughter got clothes and shoes, and make sure your home is clean. They talked to me. They was like, you don't look like a abuse mother. I'm like, I'm not. Kids get scratches, scars anywhere. People blow it out of proportion.
Sure.
And they was concerned, but the scratch wasn't that to be all, oh my God. I mean, it's a daycare, so I guess they took it out of proportion or whatever. But when they called, she came up to my house. She was like, you have a lovely home. Ania seems happy. You got food. She checked to see.
Not yet. We haven't got to there. J Doss, don't spoil it, boy. Don't spoil it. We ain't get to there yet. J Doss knows some shit. Yo, hit him with a wrench. Hit him with a wrench.
She had a bed, shoes, and clothes, and she didn't find nothing, basically.
And where did you live then?
Harbor Crest.
Just because she ain't find nothing don't mean you ain't do something. Remember that.
Did they have you do any case plan or anything?
What you mean, case plan?
A case plan is like where they, have suggestions they want you to follow.
I'm still not sure what you mean, suggestion.
Did they suggest that you change the way you do anything with
No.
her? Okay. Right.
The checks performed by Child Services were handled poorly, which was later admitted by the agency.
How long had Ania been going to the daycare there? This was what daycare had reported this? Harborcrest. And how long had she been at that daycare?
Ania had been at that daycare. She was going to my daycare. We had to give her the infants, so I could transfer her over. Ania was in about 2-3 years, and I wasn't liking stuff there, so I transferred her back to my daycare when she got older.
Okay, so when you think for 2 years, you think she was?
I want to say 2 years. I'm not for sure because she was at my daycare for a couple of months. Then we had to give her the infants.
I don't know what that means.
So we had to give her the infants because we was in the basement.
Oh, you mean they stopped caring for infants at Ready, Set, Grow?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then at what point did she go back? You said why did you switch her back?
Because I felt like her daycare wasn't on point with their jobs. They ran through like 20 teachers. I found out one of the teachers was caught smoking. And I believe in
Shorty, stop lying. You hitting on your kids. Them teachers was heckling you about why that girl got all them bruises on her, and you was nervous. That's what it was. Don't try to flip it. Come on now, man. And the teachers was smoking, and
the teacher was caught rolling a blunt inside of the daycare. Mm-hmm. Ania had 2 bruises on her eye that I wasn't aware of. So lightweight blew up at the daycare.
What happened?
I lightweight blew up at the daycare because the mark was bad. To my knowledge, as a mother, it was bad.
There were no such reported problems at the daycare. Day removed Ania immediately after the daycare made complaints to Child Services.
When I went up to the daycare.
When was that?
I don't remember.
Okay, they told me they have documentation to a bunch of different dates, so I'm just trying to figure out which one you're talking about.
Because I was concerned about her being there because it seemed like too many careless teachers there, basically.
Okay. So after this May of 2017, this report where Children and Family Services got brought in and our department did an investigation, did she ever go back to Harborcrest Daycare after that?
So yeah, she did.
Did Ania go back there? Okay. Do you remember when you switched her from Harborcrest to
I
RSG?
switched her from Harborcrest. I switched Ania from Harborcrest when I started hearing other stuff. I heard that the teacher was hitting on the kids. I heard the teachers wasn't. I've been hearing this stuff before, but I couldn't find a daycare for Ania.
So she went back to Harborcrest after May, after that investigation.
And then I remember I transferred her, I want to say about like a month or two.
A month or two.
I don't remember. It could have been a month or it could have been 2 months.
After that May incident? Okay.
But I believe she stayed there for a minute though.
Yo, 2 hours worth of crab legs, y'all. 2 hours worth of hot lies and crab legs, yo. You can't make this shit up, bro. This is our mother.
What is your relationship like with Ania's father?
Horrible. He put his hands on me, so I fought a restraining order.
Day began making these claims after her ex started asking questions about marks on Ania and attempted to gain custody. Day stopped allowing him to have visitation.
Is there a police report?
Oh, sucky ducky quack quack! No, 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 no. Say it ain't so. I'm gonna need to hear that one again. I'm gonna need to hear that one again for the bald head roaches in the back. I'm gonna need to hear that one again. Say it ain't true. Say it ain't true, yo. Whew.
2 bruises on her eye that I wasn't aware of. So lightweight blew up at the daycare.
What happened?
I lightweight blew up at the daycare because the mark was bad. To my knowledge, his mother was bad.
There were no such reported problems at the daycare. Day removed Ania immediately after the daycare made complaints to child services.
When I went up to the daycare,
when was that?
I don't remember.
Okay,
they told me
I have documentation of a bunch of different dates, so I'm just trying to figure out which one you're talking about.
Because I was concerned about her being there, because it seemed like so many careless teachers there, basically.
Okay. So after this May of 2017, this report where Children and Family Services got brought in and our department did an investigation, did she ever go back to Harbor Crest Daycare after that?
So yeah, she did.
Ania go back there? Okay. Do you remember when you switched her from Harbor Crest to
I
RSG?
switched her from Harbor Crest. I switched the night from Harbor Crest when I started hearing other stuff. I heard that the teacher was hitting on the kids. I heard the teachers wasn't. I've been hearing this stuff before, but I couldn't find a daycare for night.
So she went back to Harbor Crest after May, after that investigation.
And then I transferred her, I want to say about like a month or two.
A month or two.
I don't remember. It could have been a month or it could have been 2 months.
After that May incident? Okay.
But I believe she stayed there for a minute though.
What is your relationship like with Ania's father?
Horrible. He put his hands on me, so I fought a restraining order.
Day began making these claims after her ex started asking questions about marks on Ania and attempted to gain custody. Day stopped allowing him to have visitation.
Is there a police report of this incident that you?
It should have been. I dropped one off at Euclid. I had one in my daycare.
No, not the order. I mean, of the. You're saying that he put his hands on you. Where did they?
So now this is OD evil right here, guys. Like, all jokes aside, this is OD evil because that baby had a functioning other parent that wanted to keep the baby alive. But because our society and our wicked culture is satanic, it's the devil. It goes directly against what our God tell us to do. And it promotes the stupid, wicked shit. And these women take to it. They benefit from it all the time. This is why you can't tell the good, the real from the fake, guys. You can't. Because even the good ones see that these wicked ones be winning at times. It appear that they winning, but what are they winning and who they working for? That's what you got to focus on, sisters with sense. Don't have these ladies fuck with your ego or fuck with your self-esteem. 80% of the women that want to compete is they don't count. You competing with yourself and the 20% of real sisters out here. Don't you dare fix your eye on one of these bald head roaches and have them make you feel a way about yourself when they steal everything they got. They keep penises all in their mouth, all up in their mouth, and they trap men for child support checks and they go nowhere. They running on the treadmill. They only running in place. You know what I mean? Half the shit they got on is fake anyway. You know what I mean? It's fake. So don't you let them try to outfox you and appear that they winning so then you go conform with the stupid shit. Don't conform with the stupid shit. Trust me. Trust your brother. They not winning. They may look nice to these stupid old 80% fools that they raising, but your real brother's your brother. I'm telling you. We laugh at these goofies, yo. We laugh at these goofies. We see you. Keep pouring on yourself, pouring in on yourself, and call them out. Call them out. We got to call them out. Your big brother called these simps out. I put my likability on the line all the time to speak the truth. Y'all got to get with the program. Don't wait till it comes slapped you in your front door, sis. Nah, you got to call it out now. They raggedy, and they making y'all look bad. They making y'all look bad. You see us men, we have no problem calling out a simp. We kind of overuse the word simp. We call guys now that's really getting it in simps. So it's like We have no problem. When are y'all gonna get, like, we need y'all to at least start overusing the word, like, you know what I mean? Call them frisbees, because that's what they are. They get passed around, they get tossed around, they get flown out, you know what I mean? They're frisbees. Don't be a frisbee. You know what I mean? Be a pick-me. Being a pick-me is good. It's good. It's healthy. Don't play their game though, y'all. For real, this shit evil, bro. And again, they run around here telling us the men is the only ones capable of doing wicked acts. They keep talking about, because men will stick their thing in anything, forgetting that, bitch, you the anything, ma'am. You are the anything. Yeah. You forgot?
Did that happen?
Mike came up to my job to get ready to grow. And I felt like he was stalking me. I got documentations because I showed the courts.
Ma'am, he was not stalking you. Don't flatter yourself. He wanted his child. You heard her? He was stalking me. You got his half. It take two to make a baby. But then they get to do this shit. It take two to make a baby. But he's stalking me, ma'am. Don't flatter yourself.
Calling me on my name.
Okay.
Him threatening me.
Okay.
He came up to my job unknown. Co-workers had to contact my phone, like you might want to watch out. Michael has damaged my apartment on 260th to the point I couldn't get my deposit back. He put his hands on me several times.
Did you make a police report in Euclid when he came to your job?
260th, the cops came out and...
No, I'm asking about, you're saying when did he put his hands on you?
He came to my job. He threatened to put his hands on me.
Oh, he did not put his hands on you.
He threatened.
He threatened. Okay, is that what you got the order based on?
Yeah, and he was stalking me. And when he came to my daycare, he woke all of my daycare kids up. And he put his feet in the middle of the door, and he put his hands on the door. And I asked him, can he leave? And he told me, no, I want my daughter or whatever. I don't get to see my son, so I want to see my daughter. And I'm like, Mike, I don't keep an eye away from you. I'm at work. I will drop her off. And he was looking like, well, BIT said you want to see my daughter. I'm in daycare. I'm in the work area, so I didn't say nothing to Michael. And as I went to go get my phone, I said I was going to call the cops. He was like, I am a whole security guard. I'm not scared. I'm not afraid of the cops.
Okay. So did you call us that day? Did you end up calling us to make a report of that incident?
I think because I've been went down for the restraining order for Mike.
Okay, so when you went down to the restraining order, what did you base what you wanted the order off of?
I felt like I was being harassed. I told him I was afraid of my baby daddy because he
didn't ask for a report about the time you went to your job.
A report?
Yeah, I'm just wondering if they asked you for a police report documenting the time when he came to your job.
They told me I should have had a police report. I didn't want to do that.
So you did not make a police report at that time. Okay. So I'm not the first time asking if there was a police report about that. Okay. All right. Do you remember what month that was?
The one they sent the court papers out?
No, when he came to your job.
Yo, guys, who got Dante? Put Dante joint in the chat, y'all. Put that link to Dante in interrogation. Put that in the chat because I can't find it.
Sent the court papers out in November. It was before November.
Okay.
And I only did the restraining order because I was afraid what he might do. And I also placed a restraining order on Michael Ryan Garrett because every time I get it, that's his name.
Right, but okay.
I said I gave him his own name. Yeah. I also placed a restraining order because every time I gave him Ania, she wasn't with him. She was in somebody else's care. Michael used to work downtown. Mm-hmm. And when I did go downtown, I would text Michael. I would text Michael and I'd be like, so how's Ania doing? Oh, she good, we watching TV, and Michael wasn't in.
Ma'am, you don't get to tell me how to be a father, ma'am. You don't get to tell me how to be a father. It takes two to make a baby, man. It takes two to make a baby, man. You don't get to tell me how to be a father. That's your problem. Who the fuck give you the right to tell me how to be a father? Did you have to tell me how to stick it in? Did you have to tell me how to, you ain't have to tell me how to stick it in raw without a condom on, so you don't get to tell me how to be a father, bro. What's wrong with you, dummy? Y'all some wicked ones, yo. Y'all wicked, bro. You got to protect your coochie. If you that selfish, then you really got to learn how to stay on that birth control and protect your coochie, man. Because it takes two to make a baby. It really do. And you don't get to tell me how to be a father as long as that child is not in harm's way. And look what you doing. Look, when you have our half, look what you doing to our half. Like, but the title, mother, you see how mother. This is why I get attacked, boy. I start telling the truth. I start having these conversations. They start wanting to take away my channel. They start wanting to, oh, he hate women. He got a problem with his mother. And I don't. My mother can't get over like this on me. Maturing is understanding that your mother is capable of this. You know what I mean? That's being mature. That's maturity, guys. Understand that. You ain't mature until you're understanding that your mother is capable of doing this. And she might have done this to get by, to get you to where you have to be right now. Don't think you're going to survive and thrive off that, the ways and information. Now it's your job, sir, to get rid of that. The ways you use to survive, to make it through survival, you don't keep those. You get rid of those. You throw those in the fire. That's what you sacrifice, Cain, to get your new blessing, all right? Message.
I mean, and I wasn't even scared. Okay. And every time I did give Ania to Michael, he never brought her clothes back. He never brought her shoes. He always took her hair down. Mm-hmm. And he was like, I'm her daddy. I can do what I want. I'm not with Michael. I feel like I got no control of him because I didn't like the fact that I wasn't getting her clothes. I don't have nothing in hers back. Nothing. Oh, okay. He was very controlling in my relationship. That's why when I called the cops on 260th, they was like, ma'am, you need to place a restraining order on him. Because he's very controlling and he's very abusive. When they saw the damage to my apartment, they was like, yeah, he's very abusive, you need a restraining order. I didn't replace a restraining order because I was so in love with Michael.
When you said you lived on 260th, where did you live then when you called us?
What you mean when I called you?
You keep saying that the police came and saw that there was damage to your apartment?
On 260th.
Right, but when was that?
Moved in Harbor Press. January 27th. It was 2 years from now. It was 2 years from, I stayed in Harbor Press for 2 years. It was trying to get my dates right because my lease was up. You see what I'm trying to do? I lived in Harbor Press for 2 years, and I was on 260 for 2 years. I can't give you the exact date when I called the cops.
No police reports were made, and no evidence or witnesses to support Day's story were found.
You printed out everything that we had with you involving the police. I don't have anything from an address on 260th. Are you sure that the
260th came? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they came. Because I was outside.
Pretty sure the police came?
I'm positive because I was outside when they came because I was afraid of them.
You were afraid of who?
Michael.
Okay. All right. I just see it. You lived at what apartments then?
Canoe, K-N-U-T-H.
You lived at Canoe then?
Apartment 3005. 44132.
3005?
Mm-hmm.
Did you live on Canoe?
Mm-hmm. K-N-U-T-H.
Right.
44132.
Did he live with you then, Michael?
Yes.
Okay. And what was the outcome of that call? When you called the
because
police?
he put his hands on me and he choked me, slapped me to the floor.
What was the outcome? Was anybody arrested?
No, they gave me an option. They was like, if you could they made him leave my apartment. And they were, I don't know if the cops was right. Well, I don't know what he was right now, but he was like, Miss, you need to place a restraining order because he seemed very aggressive. And Michael was known for a smart mouth. He was basically mouthing up the cop.
Okay. But the police did not arrest Michael that day.
They just told him to leave the premises where they was going to arrest
him. Was Ania there that day?
Yes.
This was since she was born. How old was Ania at the time?
Two.
Okay.
No. 1.5.
Okay. All right. So Do you understand why I'm asking you all these questions about? Do you understand why I'm asking you all these questions?
Yeah.
Okay. Why do you think I'm asking you all these questions?
Just to get information. I mean, some of the questions it was.
Right. I definitely am trying to understand. What I'm trying to understand is what's been going on with Ania.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, why do you think I'm concerned about what's going on with Ania?
Because of the bruise on her eye.
The bruise on her eye. What else?
And the thing right here on her. And why 696 kids, I guess.
Well, she's got other marks on her too. You know what I'm talking about?
The scar on her leg.
Right, she got a couple of marks on her leg. What are those from?
And I feel like she broke out from Johnson Johnson because I never used it on her.
Lewis used the same excuse for the scald marks on Ania's legs, but they were not consistent with any reaction she may have had to the body wash.
She had run out her baby wash. I just thought that was her skin reaction or something.
Okay. What kind of Johnson's wash was that?
I don't know. It was in a pink bottle from Walmart.
Okay, so Johnson body wash.
Mm-hmm. And I don't use it on her.
And what?
I don't use it on her. That was the first time because I ran out of her.
How many times did you use it on her?
I used it about 2 or 3 times.
Just 2 or 3 times? And is it the all over body face hair wash?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It's 3 in 1.
Okay. And why do you think that the marks are only on her legs, not on her entire body, since you used the wash on her whole body?
Because her legs is only in the tub.
Because her what?
Half of her body was only in the tub because I noticed it came on her leg. My dude asked the same question, why did it get to her body?
Mm-hmm.
To her upper part.
Yeah.
But she's not, bathtub is not going to be full because I don't want to drown.
But you're using it on her skin. You're bathing her whole body, right?
No, she was soaking in the tub.
Soaking in the tub? Okay. Were you washing her with this
no,
wash?
Mm-mm.
I apologize.
I think my hand a little bit more.
Oh yeah, maybe just sure. Keep out a few things.
When did you?
You know what? I can't do coffee.
Just black or
sugar and cream?
Sugar and cream.
Mm. Yeah.
Okay.
When did you first notice the marks on her leg?
When I started using the Johnson Johnson.
When was that?
Last week. That's when I ran out, and I thought she just had a allergic reaction to her body or whatever. I also heard about Johnson Johnson before, and I heard it break kids. I also saw it on Facebook, but I didn't think it was really that serious.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because I thought it was weird too, because it didn't hit the whole body; it just hit the legs.
Okay. All right. So just to go through, let's see. Okay. I kind of just want to review what we've just talked about. Okay. So you started by telling me that you guys went to Red Lobster. What night was that?
Thursday.
What did Ania eat?
She had like some pasta spaghetti. She had strips, and she had some other stuff.
She had what?
She had it was like pasta spaghetti. She had shrimp.
Okay. And then what happened after Red Lobster?
Went home.
What happened on Thursday night? Okay. And then how was Ania on Thursday night?
She was doing good, so we started giving her snacks, and then she threw up. That's when I called the nurse.
Okay. And what number did you call for the nurse?
I just Googled any nurse hotline if I can.
Okay. And did they identify what medical agency they're with when they answered the phone?
No.
And when did you make that call?
Thursday. Thanks. Is it?
It's to me, if it's too sweet, I put a little sugar in there. Not right.
Okay. Did the nurse, was it a female nurse or a male nurse that answered?
It was a female nurse.
Day called a nurse because it would document that she tried to get medical help for Ania without having a doctor see Ania's critical state. Over the phone, the symptoms Day gave would have sounded like a common stomach bug.
Is it the nurse that is representative of the medical facility where she gets her treatment?
I just Googled nurse. I don't even remember. I just Googled nurse. That's what I did.
I just know from, I have 4 kids, so I've had to call the nurse hotline. Generally, the nurse hotline will give you advice on treating your child unless your child is the patient of that facility that
I mean, I called the nurse before for me a couple of times when I was concerned about myself.
Yeah.
They gave me options or whatever.
Okay. And
I mean, even when
a number associated with a medical facility that you already seek treatment with, or?
I really don't know because I just went to Google. That's all I did. I just went to Google and then registered a number.
And what did they tell you to do with Ania?
They basically could be a stomach virus. That's why I did the procedure to go along with ginger ale.
Okay. Did you use your phone to call the nurse on call? Okay. So you wouldn't mind if we look in the phone just to confirm that you called the nurse on call?
You can, but I don't keep nothing in my phone. I delete everything. I always been like that. I don't keep nothing in my phone.
Okay.
Deleting everything seems suspicious, but it is information that is easily recovered.
So if there's nothing there, do you want to sign the form saying that we can look in it? I mean, how do you feel about that? Okay. All these questions. Okay. Well, why do you think I'm asking you all these questions?
Like I said you're concerned about that and the 696 kids. That's all I.
Okay. I was just thinking that maybe my saying that would prompt you to ask me a different question. You haven't asked about Ania since we've been in here. So
I would, but I did. You like cut me off because I was about to ask you how was she doing.
Okay.
You kept talking.
Okay. I just thought that you would ask me, well, why are you asking?
And I was trying to ask you down the hallway too.
I'm gonna go over some photos from the apartment, okay? You're stating that she got that bruise on her eye. How?
She fell from the toilet. And she had to hit the tub because it was right there.
And she had to hit the tub?
That's the only thing that was right there.
Do you know which eye is bruised?
Mm-hmm. It's the left one, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, it's the left one.
Okay, I'm getting a picture of this. Okay. So what am I looking at here?
Tissue, paper towels.
What room in the house is this?
This is the bathroom.
This is the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Bathroom.
Okay. What are these pictures over here?
Kitchen, 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 and kitchen.
Okay, so it would be fair to say that everything in this first column is all bathroom. Okay, I'm gonna just draw a line up here. Okay. Put a B on this side for bathroom and a K on this side for kitchen. Does that make sense to you? Is that appropriate?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. And this is a picture of underneath your bathroom cabinet. Okay. What's this here on the picture?
That's the toilet.
Okay. And where's the tub?
Tub is on the side.
Okay. All right. So if you're looking at the toilet, the tub's on the left. Let me see if I have a picture including the tub. You're a very good housekeeper.
So if you're looking at the toilet straight on, the tub is to the left.
Toilet right here, the toilet right there, and the tub is right there.
To the left. So if you were sitting on the toilet.
So here's pictures. Okay. These are better pictures.
This is what I was looking for.
So these pictures here show more wholly what I'm talking about, where here you can see toilet tub, toilet tub, toilet tub. Okay, so if you and I are facing the same direction and we're sitting on the toilet, right? Where's the tub?
Tub is right here.
It's on our right. Okay, so if we fall off the toilet,
we fall Ania this way, so she fell like that way because she was faced this way.
But you said you were in the kitchen. So how did you know?
When we walked in, she was face down this way. Is what I just said.
Day's story does not make sense for a variety of reasons. Supposedly, Ania couldn't sit up to bathe herself and required the help of Day and Lewis, yet they allowed her to use the bathroom by herself while they both went to another room. Secondly, Ania would have been too short to have fallen with enough force to cause that level of injury.
Okay, so her left eye is bruised.
The bone caught our attention.
Okay.
And when we found her, she was laying towards this way. Her left eye had to hit the tub.
Okay, that doesn't make sense because you have this real small area here where there's not room for somebody to be spinning and moving around. If you fall, you're only going to hit your right side on the tub. No one's going to fall. And
I understand what you're saying because it caught me and Deontay attention too, but that's the way Ania was laying. We wasn't in her to see. That's the way she was laying.
Yeah, you are a dummy. Dummy, yeah. Let me talk to you.
Because that was the only thing that was bruised was right there.
Okay. Do you understand why I have a question about that?
Yeah, no.
Okay. It's not, just like I explained, if the child is sitting here having a bowel movement, like you said,
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah. She's presenting with an injury to her left side. Okay, you've got a narrow spot here. The tub is right
my
here.
Tub is right here. My tub is right here. My tub is right there.
Right.
But me and Deontay found her like this though, as if you can be a daisy person. You could just fall like that too. She could have felt like that and just.
The angle would have been impossible for Ania to fall, as Day suggests. It is a weak explanation that obviously only serves to cover up what really happened. It is as believable as saying Ania ran into a door.
Okay. I don't think she could have felt like that, and the medical professionals are telling us that it's not a viable possibility. Okay, they're the ones that are the experts. Okay, so the injury is not caused from that fall.
I mean, that's what a lot of people say. Injury. It's weird. Injury wouldn't be caused from this. A lot of stuff is shocking too, because a lot of stuff that's happened with kids on my day, I'm like, oh wow, and it was weird.
Okay. All right.
I understand what you're saying too. But.
Right. Well, that's not the only thing that concerns me. Okay. That how much does Ania weigh right now?
Ania weighs about, I don't remember.
When's the last time you had her at a well check?
She went for a WIC appointment not too long ago.
Did they weigh her?
Yeah. She's 4 years old. They told her she needed to come back to 5 o'clock. I mean, it's 5. So she's 5.
Did they weigh her at that appointment?
Mm-hmm.
When was that?
A couple of months ago.
How much did she weigh?
I don't remember.
How much do you think she weighs now?
I don't know.
Ania only weighed 26 pounds, roughly half of what she should have weighed.
Okay. So here's the other concern I have, and this is based on my investigative experience in having consulted with medical professionals. Okay. She's very light right now. I'm looking at her and estimating she weighs 20 pounds. Do you think that's about right?
Ania was throwing up a lot too. And throwing up a lot too can cause you to lose weight. Ania wasn't a fat child at all.
Okay.
At all. She was like a decent size. She ate a lot, but she was a decent size. Some people was lactose tolerant or whatever. They eat a lot and they don't gain weight. Dealt with kids like that before, ate a lot and was bonier, like skinnier than her.
All right. So getting back to what I was talking about. I would estimate her to be about 20 pounds right now. She's not more than 30 pounds. I can tell that by looking at her. I didn't pick her up or actually weigh her, but this is just, I have 4 kids, so I'm just going on my experience. Okay. a child like that who's feeling woozy and not so well, you said, falls off the toilet, there's very little force for the head to make impact, even with the floor. She's not that tall, so she's not that far away from the floor. So the injury to the eye is completely inconsistent with this.
I mean, I understand what you said, but we heard a boom, and that boom, because that's on her like being late.
In order for her to get that injury to her eye, I mean, she would have been dropped from the second floor. Which, I mean, but you're saying she fell off the.
I mean, I understand what you're saying, because I deal with kids a lot, and a lot of stuff that happened, and you're like, wow, how did that happen too?
Okay. This is different though, because we have experts who can determine that the injury to the eye did not happen the way that you're saying it did. Okay.
Because I had her.
It didn't happen that way.
I mean, she was on the toilet, and when we heard the boom, she was on the floor, and then we saw the cut, and her eye looked like it was swollen up.
Okay, so that injury to her eye had to have bled a lot.
She hit her head very hard.
Right.
Very hard.
Yeah, so it would bleed a lot.
It was bleeding. It wasn't that much, but it was a lot. It wasn't that much.
What did you use to clean up the blood?
I used peroxide, and I used a little bit of alcohol.
Okay, what did you use to clean the blood off the apartment? Where did the blood go?
It was on the tub. It was a little bit on the tub.
A little bit on the tub?
And a little bit on the floor.
And a little bit on the floor. When you say a little bit, like,
because it wasn't that much blood coming out at all.
How many teaspoons of blood?
Like, I used about like 4 big paper towels, wet paper towels.
Okay.
An injury requiring 4 full-sized paper towels is a large amount for anyone. For a toddler, it is alarming.
Okay.
It wasn't.
I mean, was there this much blood?
No.
Was there this much blood?
No.
There was not even that much blood?
No. It was like a little, like this.
Like if it was in that cup, it would only fill it?
It wouldn't be as wide as this cup. It wasn't that much blood coming out. Because if that was the case, I would have had to put like something to attach it so it could stop. The blood eventually stopped. I ain't had to use no band-aids, no nothing. I know peroxide heals marks.
Okay. And this her bed here? Okay. And how long has she been wetting the bed?
She wetted Thursday twice, and she did it Friday. She asked to go to the bath. What day was that? She asked to go to the bathroom. Was that? She asked to go to the bathroom Saturday.
Okay. When was she first toilet trained?
When she was 2. Yeah, when she was 2.
When was the last time you had her at daycare?
About like 2 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago.
Which daycare did you have her at?
Goodbread YouTube.
2.5 weeks ago? And how did she get to daycare?
Walked across the street.
I mean, not by herself, she's 4.
Oh, maybe we walked.
Oh, you went with her?
It was right across the street.
Okay, was that a day that you were working?
She goes to my daycare.
Okay.
Well, she was going to my daycare.
Okay. And that was at Ready, Set, Grow?
Yeah, Ready, Set, Grow.
Okay, it's like March 12th now. Do you think it was in March or in February?
February.
Okay. And how often was she going up to that
every
point?
Day.
She was going every day?
Because I had to work every day.
You had to work every day? How many?
Monday through Friday.
Okay, you were working Monday through Friday?
Okay.
Now, the daycare is required by the state to keep records of who's there on what days. Am I right? So the records from the state will show that Ania was there?
You got to do a swipe in and swipe out.
Okay. And who works at the daycare with you?
2 other teachers and me.
Okay. What are the other teachers' names?
Chantel and Sakia.
How do you spell Chantel?
CHANTLE.
TLE? It looks like Chantel.
Chantel. CHANTLE.
Okay, what's her last name?
I don't remember.
And the other teacher?
Sakia.
How do you spell that?
SAKEYA.
Okay. Do you know Sakaya's last name?
No.
Sakia. Okay. And who is the operator of the daycare?
Iron.
Ira?
Iron.
Iran.
IRAN.
IRAN. Is it a male?
Yes.
Do you know his last name?
Dos.
How do you spell it?
DOS.
Do you know where he lives?
No.
How much contact do you have with Iran?
Not for real. You don't be there for real.
Okay. How old is Chantal?
About 30.
How old is Sakia?
19.
Okay. Do they have training in early childhood education? Do you know where they got their training?
I mean, they did one of the trainings with me. I don't know where else they got the other training from.
They did one of their, what do you mean?
Like we did one CPR class.
Oh,
together,
okay.
And whatever they did was before.
All right.
Hey, Jen, what was Sarah, what was the day that you went for the well check? Do you remember when her last well check was?
What you mean well check?
Did you say that you took her to the
I mean, well, based off her
pediatrician?
Pediatrician said, last time I took her, well, she up to date with her shot workers or whatever. I don't need to bring her back until she's 5.
Well, and when was that?
Her last couple of months ago. Because when she was born, she was getting seen back to back. And they said when a child get older, they don't need to be seen all like that for real.
Right.
Who is her pediatrician? What's her name?
I don't know. It's a he, but I don't know his name.
Where does he see patients?
Day can't even recall the name of her daughter's doctor, even though she had supposedly seen him recently.
Euclid.
And we have a lot of pediatric care facilities in Euclid. Which one is it?
The one up the street.
You got to do a little better. Just we do have several.
Hospital?
Is it at Euclid Hospital? Yeah. Okay. And is it like behind the Euclid Hospital?
Yep. Yep, it's right behind.
Okay. And do you remember the doctor's name, the pediatrician?
No, I just know it's the male.
How long has he been her pediatrician?
For 2 years. Yeah, 2 years.
Who was her?
Because I was taking her on Broadway, Cleveland Clinic. Cleveland Clinic. In the Little Plaza.
Okay, on Broadway?
Mm-hmm.
And
I think that's 55th, if I'm not mistaken.
And who was her pediatrician at the Broadway CCF?
Dr. Armstead was her doctor.
How do you spell that?
No. It was a lady. Cynthia, I want to say. Cynthia.
Cynthia? Do you know Cynthia's last name?
No.
Cynthia, a medical doctor?
She was what you call it, DYOBN, something like that?
I'm not sure.
Of doctor that do the checkup like for when the baby is born or before the baby is born. I thought I said it right. No, I thought I said it right.
You got
a DYOBN.
Oh, an obstetrician gynecologist? So that's not a pediatrician.
Well, that's what she was being seen by.
By a female named Cynthia, who's an OBGYN?
I'm not sure. I just know her name started with S.
Okay. All right.
Day has very little information about Ania's doctors, and it is doubtful she was being seen regularly at all.
So, everything you told me, go ahead.
Will I be able to go to the hospital to see her?
Well, the problem is everything you're telling me is nothing is consistent with the way that Ania is presented. Okay, the way that she appears, the injuries she suffered, nothing that you're saying is making any sense.
How come it's not?
I don't know why.
I mean, that's why I brought her to you. That's why I brought her to the hospital, because I thought she was acting weird.
When did you bring her to the hospital?
Today, they took her.
Okay, you mean you called?
I called.
Well, Deontay called 911. Right. Okay.
It could have been something they told me that I didn't know.
What can you tell us about when you called 911? What exactly were you guys doing? What were you doing?
I was doing CPR, and he was looking at me do CPR.
And where was
on the floor? She told me to lay on the floor on her back.
Okay. And what was she wearing?
Who?
Ania.
A jeans and a pink shirt, and I believe some orange socks, and a pink jacket, and like a.
She was wearing a pink jacket.
It's a pink jacket, and it's like a peach hat.
Okay.
And what color pants?
Blue jean. Shirt is pink, and it got like some type of words on it.
Were you able to see where you were putting your hands during CPR with the shirt on?
Like in the chest part. I pulled her shirt up.
You pulled her shirt up? Like, you pulled her shirt up to expose her chest?
So I can see what I was doing, yeah.
Okay.
Because she told me not to put too much pressure on it. And I pulled her shirt up because the lady told me to see if she was breathing.
Okay, the dispatcher asked you to do that? Okay. Okay. What were your thoughts when you were giving her were you giving her CPR or just chest compressions?
I was doing this. I took the head up. I was doing based on what I did in my training class. When somebody's not breathing, tilt the head up. You test to see if they're breathing on the side. And I noticed she wasn't breathing on the side.
Okay.
Pinched her nose a little bit, blew through her mouth about 4 times.
Okay.
That didn't help, so I did about 15 compressions, whatever you call that.
Okay.
I did that 15 times, and I did it again 50 times. And she told me to keep going until they got there. And I kept doing it, and I kept getting something like that out of her.
And was the CPR that you just described, was it done on the phone with the dispatcher?
Yeah, I was on the phone with her. I was doing it before I was on the phone with her, and when she was like, "Well, I'm about to take you through the steps," and the steps she was taking to, I told her I was doing it when she told me to do it again. Okay. But she told me to keep doing it until they got there to see if I can get a response out of her.
Okay, keep doing it until who got there?
The ambulance got there.
Okay, all right. And what did the paramedics say when they came in?
They rushed and they had got her, and then that's when I started putting my.
How did they get in the apartment?
I believe my boyfriend had to go downstairs and let him in because my lease office is closed.
I mean, how did they get into apartment?
My apartment.
What number do you live in?
213.
Yeah, how they get into 213?
He opened the door.
Okay, you got to go.
Because they was bamming out, yeah.
Yeah. What? How come you guys didn't have the door open and waiting for the medics?
Have it open? Because we thought they could get downstairs.
You were trying to say that again.
You were asking why the door wasn't open.
Yeah, why was the apartment locked?
That wasn't our main concern. We was focused on the night.
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't focused about the door.
You said something about going downstairs. What did you mean by that?
Because I'm on the second floor.
Right.
It's 2 doors. It's my door and it's the door downstairs.
Yes.
You asked me who let them in. I said Deontay had to go downstairs to let them in.
Did Deontay go downstairs to let them in?
Yeah, I believe. Yeah.
You just told me that.
No.
I don't
know how they got in. I don't even know how to get in.
Okay.
I was confused. I don't know how they got in because my lease office. Normally, I know where the police have to go to the lease office to let them in. Deontay let them through the 213, which is my apartment door. I don't know who let them in. Okay. But when we was on the phone, she did say to let them in from downstairs because you had the buzz in to get in.
Right.
But they was already knocking at the door. Deontay let them in.
Okay.
I had that confused. Yeah, Deontay let them in.
Okay.
Did you cover the leg?
Yeah, we talked about the leg.
Okay.
Yeah. I told her my main concern with that is just why it's localized to only the legs.
I mean, that was my main concern too, because we didn't get to the upper body, but the water was just on her waist side.
If the body wash had caused the wounds, Day would have made sure Ania was seen by a doctor and, at the very least, would have stopped using the product.
The water's up to where?
On her waist side.
So she's sitting in your tub. That
is the lower part.
Okay, then why?
I just thought this was.
Why aren't all her legs?
That was me and my dude, man. Concerned. I said, why was it just from the waist side? I just thought sometimes you can wash up and just get on certain parts of your body. Because I done broke out and it just got on certain parts of my body.
Okay.
And I just thought maybe she got an allergic reaction from the Johnson Johnson because I never used that. She ran out of hers, so I just used that.
Okay, sure. How long has she appeared like this? Do you see how she appears in this photo here?
What you mean, like the way she's sitting?
Well, what do you see like right here?
She's turned over.
Well, I'm pointing at her knee. What do you see about her? What do you notice about her knees? Her shoulders. What do you think I'm pointing out?
I don't see the surgeon.
Well, her bones are protruding.
What you mean?
Okay, so not to be weird or anything, but if the rest of us were in here in only underwear like she is, our bones wouldn't stick out like this. Okay, we have fat and other tissue on top of our bones. Okay, this child is extremely thin. Okay,
I mean, Ania was never fat.
Sure.
At all.
Right.
She was throwing up a lot, and I thought that consisted of that too.
Okay. When did she start appearing this thin?
I really didn't know no change of my daughter's body for real, because she was normal to me. She was eating well.
Okay. What you're telling me, this is what we're looking at, okay? Mm-hmm. Remember, I have 4 children, okay? So
I understand.
I have a daughter your age.
Yeah, I
understand. So I know what healthy children should look like at all ages. You're saying she was at her well check. She got a weight check. Mm-hmm. You don't want to tell me how much she weighed then.
I don't remember how much she weighed.
Okay, how much do you think she weighs right here today in this picture?
About 30-something.
You think she weighs about 30 something?
No, about 40-something. She looked normal to me.
30 or 40 something?
Yeah.
I don't think she weighs that much. I think she looks like she weighs about 20 pounds, which is way, way under normal weight for a 4-year-old. Okay, especially someone her height. Do you think that this looks okay? These bones sticking out?
I really didn't.
Both Day and Lewis claimed that they did not notice anything wrong with Ania's weight. Lewis had young relatives, and Day worked in a daycare. Both were well aware of what a healthy child should look like.
Noticed that for real.
When did she start looking like this?
Like I said, Ania had always been like a normal size. She eats a lot.
Okay, this isn't a normal size. This is a very, very thin child, dangerously thin. If you had taken her to see a doctor and they saw her like this, they wouldn't release her. When's the last time you took her to a doctor?
I took her to Euclid Hospital a couple of months ago, and they told me to come back when she turns 5.
Did you have an appointment at that time?
Yeah, it was an appointment.
And did you stay for the appointment and go through the motions of the appointment?
Like the medical.
Because you're telling me that they told you to come back in a year. Did they refuse to examine her that day?
No, they examined her. What the lady told me was, it's no point of her coming back, because I asked when is the next checkup. When is that? You don't need to come back until she's 5.
Okay.
Because Ania was going back to.
Did they weigh her that day when you took her there a couple months ago? What did they say to you about her weight at that time?
Ania was normal.
Okay, so I'll be able to get records of that appointment, and we'll compare that weight that she is. Mm-hmm. You're saying a couple months ago. It's March. Are we talking in 2018?
A couple months ago.
Okay. What month do you think it was?
I'm not for sure.
Well, that is when it's cold outside, you know it at that building because it's right on the lake. Were you going there in wintertime, or were you going there in summertime and it's warm?
I went in the summer.
Okay. Was it just this past summer?
It was no. I was living in Harper Press. I mean, I can't tell you the exact date and the exact month.
Okay.
I just know it was in the summer.
Okay. So do you think it was this past summer? No, you don't?
I'm getting my years mixed up. No.
But if she's a normal weight at the time you take her there, and we compare it to what weight she is right here in this picture taken yesterday, Sunday, Okay, I see you starting to get upset.
No, I'm trying to figure out what you're saying.
Okay.
If I take her,
do you want to?
I take her to the, you said if I take her to, if you go get her records, and I told you that it's normal from now.
Right. She's no longer a normal weight here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
you were asking me, did I notice her weight?
If you're saying she has a normal weight from her last well check, this is not normal. So there's a change
in her weight.
Yeah. Yeah. You agree this is not normal?
It didn't catch my eye.
This didn't catch your eye?
No, it didn't catch my eye. She was to me, she was normal. She was eating, drinking juice and doing all that stuff. So it didn't catch my weight.
Okay.
I mean, I get what you were saying, but she was eating. She wasn't not taking.
What
food.
is she eating?
Normal stuff. Chicken. When
is she eating chicken?
Well, I cook like every day. Sometimes I might go out or whatever.
Okay.
Ania did not have the body of a child who ate regular meals.
What was the last thing Ania ate?
She tried to eat. She had chicken nuggets and she had some French fries and then soup. Well, this Sunday we tried to give her soup and pop as a surgery because she wouldn't take nothing down.
Okay. You said she ate chicken nuggets and French fries. When was that?
We tried to give it to her.
When?
Sunday.
Lewis made the wild claim during his interrogation that at one point over the weekend, Ania ate 40 pizza bites.
And then when we gave her the chicken noodle soup, she threw it up.
You tried to give her the chicken nuggets what day?
Tried to give her the chicken nuggets fries. That didn't stay down.
What day?
Sunday. She barely ate a French fry.
Okay.
And then we prolonged it to give her the chicken noodle soup with the ginger ale. She threw that up along with the Tylenol that I put in there.
Okay. You gave her Tylenol?
Yeah, a little bit.
What kind of Tylenol?
Kids Tylenol.
Liquid or pills? What did you do with the bottle?
It's all gone.
What did you do with the bottle after you used it all?
Beyonce threw it away.
When did you throw it away?
I don't remember. Because we had used it last time.
Okay. Do you know what I'm asking you about the Tylenol?
No.
I think you do.
I don't.
Okay. You didn't give her Tylenol.
I gave her a little bit of Tylenol.
Okay, but where did it come from? Because the bottle does not exist. You don't have Tylenol.
There's no
in your
more
house.
Tylenol in my house. Beyonce threw it away.
Okay, but your other garbage is still in the house.
Beyonce threw it away. She only had it was only a little bit of Tylenol. He threw it
So
away.
where did Deontay throw away the bottle of Tylenol?
In the trash can.
Which trash can?
In the room.
Which room?
In the living room. It's a little trash can there.
Okay, we went through the trash. There's no Tylenol bottle.
Well, you can ask him if he still got it, but we was giving her Tylenol.
He doesn't have it. He doesn't have the Tylenol bottle.
We was giving her Tylenol. So her stomach can stop being upset.
Where did you buy the Tylenol?
I've been had a Tylenol. I brought it from Dollar Tree.
Okay. Why isn't the Tylenol bottle in your house
It
right now?
should be in the house unless Deontay took it out with him.
It's not. Where would Deontay have taken
I
it?
got I had 2 trash cans in my house.
All your trash is still in there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, trash you thrown away days ago is still in the trash. So I'm not believing that somebody took a tiny bottle of Tylenol and walked it to a trash can removed from the house.
I mean, I don't know. He could have threw it out when he went outside to go take a smoke. I don't know, because we used the last of the Tylenol and he had it, and I'm pretty sure he threw it away.
Okay.
I gave my child Tylenol.
So if the child has Tylenol in her system,
she threw it up.
Okay.
I gave her Tylenol. I'm not lying. I gave my child Tylenol.
Okay. But what you're saying isn't adding up with our investigation. Do you understand that?
I don't understand what you're saying, but I'm telling you what happened.
Okay. When did she start appearing this way as opposed to a healthy, normal weight?
What you mean, like the way she's laying?
How thin she is? How skeletally thin she is?
Ania was, like I said, she was a normal size. It did catch my attention. Because if it caught my attention, I would have just took her to the hospital. Ania has always been like not bony, but like a decent sized child that just ate a lot.
Okay, she's not a decent sized child anymore, and she's definitely bony. I'm going to show you a picture. Okay, this is her back. There's absolutely no fat on her back. You can see her pronounced vertebrae.
Yes, and I noticed that too.
What did you notice?
The way her butt was getting wrinkled. And And I basically just thought it was coming because she kept throwing up and it made contains of her losing weight.
You see what I'm pointing to here?
Her leg, yeah.
What is that?
Her bone.
Her bone in her what? Do you know what bone this is here?
Her leg.
Well, do you know what bone this is here?
Her side.
Okay, so that's her hip bone, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. It's very, very pronounced. There's no fat. The thigh is much smaller than the bone structure. Okay. We've got no fat here. We've got a leg that is just bone. This is a knee. Mm-hmm. Okay. A knee should not be bigger than a thigh. You see how we have a knee that's bigger than her thigh? Mm-hmm. Okay, what's going on here with her buttock?
I really just thought because she was just, Ania within the last couple of days, Ania just kept throwing up. And like I told you, I told my dude, that's the reason why it can be caused because she's losing weight.
You have training in early childhood education. Mm-hmm. And you are sitting in this room trying to convince a mother of 4, who has kids your age, okay, that what's going on here?
My daughter's butt is wrinkles, which I can see because I noticed that too.
What else is going on in this picture? What do we talk about here?
Her hip bone.
Okay. Is that normal?
And I didn't really feel like it was a problem.
You spent 2 years in early childhood education in junior and senior year. Mm-hmm. You seem very intelligent.
I am intelligent.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So if you're intelligent and you have this training in early childhood education, why are you trying to convince me that you think this is normal?
I'm not trying to convince you. I didn't catch my attention is what I'm saying.
So you're the mother of this child and you don't see this as a problem?
No, because my child before that she was eating.
How long has she looked like this?
She just started, like I said, she just like literally just started losing her weight.
When?
I did. Her butt just started looking like that.
When did she start looking like this?
Her butt started looking like that approximately Wednesday or Tuesday.
Okay,
but this
didn't happen Tuesday or Wednesday. It's Monday right now. It's Monday at 2 in the morning.
I understand what you're saying.
This isn't a week. Mm-hmm. This is a long period of time a child takes to get this emaciated.
But Ania is 4. She's a kid. When a kid don't eat for a couple of days before,
medical doctors have looked at these photos and have examined the child. This is not a week of the stomach virus.
What I'm saying is she's throwing up a lot.
When did that start?
She started Thursday.
This did not happen since Thursday. Okay.
Sometime before
last Thursday, she started looking like this. When was it?
If her body started looking like that, I would have proceeded to take her to the hospital.
Why didn't you take her to the hospital?
Her body wasn't out of proportion to the point that I was concerned to take her to the doctors.
So you saw her body like this?
It wasn't really like that.
But it is like that.
It is like that.
It is like that. Mm-hmm. Okay. And the doctors have said it did not happen since Thursday.
I know what
you're trying to say. It did not happen since last Tuesday.
Her body wasn't looking like that. Ania was.
When did her body start looking like that?
I said, well, her butt started looking weird around like Tuesday or Wednesday, but it wasn't out of proportion, so I can call the hospital. What I'm saying. Ania was throwing up a lot. What I'm telling you, Ania wasn't a big sized kid. She was like a.
There is a wide range of body types, but Ania was skeletal, which is not normal. If it had been a sudden change, as Day is claiming, it would indicate that there was something drastically wrong with her organs.
Like in between like a medium size.
A child that looks like this needs rushed to the ER because there's something seriously wrong. Okay?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I understand what you're saying.
Right, but you didn't do that. You didn't take her to the doctor. You haven't taken her to the doctor since you don't remember when, sometime when it was summer and maybe not even this past summer.
That's when she had a checkup. And if you go to the hospital, Nia's been to all her checkups.
Well, what hospital would I go to find out?
You go to the hospital. Her pediatrician.
You don't even know the pediatrician's name. How am I going to get medical records?
I mean, it's a male. It's a male, but it's sometimes a woman too, but I don't know her doctor's name.
Okay, so when's the last time they're going to have her being seen on file?
They told me to take her. I don't know, a couple of months ago. I don't know the exact date when I took my daughter. It was in the summer.
But not this past summer?
No. I was working at Goodbread and I was living in Harbor Press. It was this past summer because Deontay took me.
Okay.
Yeah, because I was dating.
So
Yeah,
did you go in? Okay, so it was this past summer. And did you go in?
I went in with her. Mm-hmm.
Did you go into a patient room?
We went into the room. I mean, you've been inside the hospital, right?
Yes, yeah. I'm just making sure your experience is like every other pediatric visit I've had with my kids.
Checked her, but they did a little, with the little thumb, checked your hand, whatever, pinch or whatever. Gave her a shot.
Okay.
Did a little thing with on her knees or whatever. I checked the ears and stuff.
They weighed her?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's in the summer of 2017.
Because I remember Deontay took me and I was talking to him at that time.
You were talking to him. He took you. How did you get there?
He had a truck.
He had a truck?
His dad's truck.
His dad's truck. Okay. All right. But she didn't look like this then?
No, her butt did not look like that.
Did her knees look like this?
I've been raising my daughter for 4 years. Ania has never had a fat weight or a big weight for it. I know her butt never looked like that.
Yeah, we're not talking about whether or not she has fat. There's definitely no fat in this picture. You've got bones that are sticking out further than the thigh. It's totally not normal.
What kind of relationship did you have with Ania? Your daughter?
Ania?
Yeah.
A good relationship with my daughter. A good relationship with my daughter. Spoiled.
Okay. Was there any kind of discipline or anything that you've ever? How would you discipline?
No, I barely discipline my child because she's not bad.
Okay. What do you mean by that?
I just be like, if she was to do something wrong, and I don't do that. And I wasn't a child that I had to tell to do something for her.
But when she did do something wrong, like if she went the
only thing Ania probably do is she'll throw a little tantrum. You can ask my family, she'll throw a little tantrum, whatever, and I'll be like, Ania, stop. Or probably what I do to my daycare kids, I put her in timeout based on her age.
Okay.
And I barely did that.
How was that?
You
know what
got
timeout is, but what do you mean by age? What do you have
like 4 minutes.
4 minutes.
Like if they 5 minutes, 4 minutes, 3 minutes.
1 minute per their age. Where does she go to timeout?
By the couch.
Okay. And does she sit on the couch?
I just sit on the couch.
Sit on the couch for
Yeah, take the tablet away from her, and I won't give her no candy until she realizes what she did because Ania's very smart.
Okay.
Other than that, she's not a bad child. So I didn't have to distance Ania.
Do you have any playmates?
What you mean?
Day's sister tells a very different story. Although Ania was well behaved to the point that she didn't even seem childlike, Day disciplined her frequently. She would take Ania into another room where no one could see them, and Ania would come out with visible marks that Day claimed were from falling down. When her sister pressed her about it, she cut contact with her.
Like anybody come over to the apartment and play with her? She let anybody?
My dude, Jason.
How often do they usually play together?
How often? Whenever we go to his brother's house sometime. Or JC and I used to come over on Harbor Press.
When was the last time they played together?
Week or 2 weeks ago.
What's JC's dad's name?
I don't know.
Well, is he at the house?
Mm-hmm.
You go to the house for a play date with JC and Ania, but you don't know the dad's name? Who's your living boyfriend's brother?
It's my boyfriend, but that's not my priority. You know what I mean? Deontay don't even know half of my family member names.
So how long ago did they have a play date?
Like 2-3 weeks ago. But I was mainly at the daycare. She was around kids, so.
And where was that play date at 3 weeks ago, 2 to 3 weeks ago?
At his house on, what is that, Wade Park.
And whose house was it at?
That's his brother's house, which is an apartment.
Were you there during the play date?
Mm-hmm.
You stayed there the whole time?
Yeah.
Where was JC's dad?
In the living room. Kids was in JC's room.
Where was Deontay?
He was all in the living room.
Anyone else in the apartment?
I believe his girl was there that day.
Who's his girl?
Deontay's brother girl.
Jason's girlfriend?
Mm-hmm.
Any other kids there besides Ania and Jason?
Nope, it was just Jason.
Okay. What's this from here?
It fell out when she was brushing her teeth.
When did that happen?
I noticed her tooth was loose when I took her to the dentist.
When was that?
I took her to the dentist like 7-8 months ago.
Who's the dentist?
Dr. Walker.
Where's Dr. Walker's office?
Severance.
Did she get any x-rays that day?
For her teeth?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I didn't know her teeth was loose till they told me.
And when was that?
8 months ago, like 8 months ago, 7-8 months ago.
Loose teeth can be caused by malnutrition, which could explain the loss if a blow wasn't responsible.
And how long after that did the tooth fall out?
A couple of days after.
So the tooth fell out about 7 to 8 months ago?
Couple of months. Well, I took her at like 8 months ago. Then after that, when I took her, it fell out like a couple of days ago when she was brushing her teeth. Like when I left the dentist, a couple of days after I left the dentist,
yeah,
she was brushing her teeth and her teeth fell out. What they told me it was going to do because it was very loose.
Okay. What did you guys do to celebrate her first tooth?
Gave her $5 and some candy.
Was Deontay there when her tooth fell out?
No, I said no, he wasn't there. Mm-mm.
He wasn't there?
Mm-mm.
Did he come home though and see that she lost her tooth?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, $5 for it.
Lewis told the detective that he didn't notice the tooth was missing. I just wanted to let you know real quick that my merch shop, strangerlabel.com, has a ton of quality and unique designs that you can purchase right now. And by doing so,
so guys, we're gonna pick up where we left off with a part 2. I'm gonna check y'all guys. Thanks for coming out, and I'll see y'all later.